Class in session. Ada, first of all, congratulations, my dear. Now you know what we do? We hold the world by the balls now. I want you to go for the best job. Sit back, relax, look for the work that you want to do and go for the best. Go for the biggest chunk. Don't settle for less. It's time to hold the world by the balls. Girl, congratulations so much. Nimekumisi sana. Nimewamiss pia madada na mandugu. Madada na mandugu karibuni. I missed you and your voice. You know, this voice of mine, some people love it so much. It is what is making some people fall in love with me. This voice of mine that Kenyans are usually bullying me about. So thank you so much, guys. Welcome. As we are starting just now, I want to do the anthem, so keep coming in. Yo. Twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuijenge jumuiya bora. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike. Umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Why do... Okay, let me get this out. Somebody just asked, are you pregnant? Like, guys, do I look pregnant? Do I look pregnant? If at all I'm pregnant, the only thing I'm pregnant with is my manifestations. You know, manifestations and pregnancy are the same thing. So me, I'm always pregnant. Maybe this time the pregnancy is very big. The type of manifestation that is coming to the ground for me maybe it's so big that you guys are noticing it. But me, I'm always pregnant. I'm always manifesting. I'm a master manifester. I'm a woman. I have ovaries. I don't use my ovaries to give birth to children. I use my ovaries to give birth to things that I want in my life. I give birth to my business. I give birth to my university that I want to be in charge of. I give birth to my books that I want to publish. I don't give birth to children. There are no men my level to enter into my ovaries. So I don't want to give any man a space in my ovaries. But children, yes, I am manifesting for the planet. I am manifesting a university for the planet. I am manifesting books for the planet. I am manifesting education for the planet. I am manifesting spirituality for the planet. And also myself. So if you think I'm pregnant, probably there's something coming up that you guys can see, but me, I haven't seen yet. Okay? You look amazing. Thank you so much, guys. So I've seen somebody asking about the egg ritual. Guys, the things that I do with my personal students, I don't do it with the public. So if you want anything to do with the egg ritual, whatever, let's talk at our subspace only, or DM me so that I can organize you and do. And if you miss a class, don't rush me. I have some students that are rushing. You are missing class, you need special attention, but you're rushing. You know, if you are in a hurry, you will not miss all the any class. So if you're in a hurry, don't miss any class. But if you know you miss a class, thank you so much for that curtain raise. Curtain raising. Today is today, man. Curtain raiser. Epic. Epic, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. You're making me happy. Mapema the best. Asubuhi na mapema. The best. At the egg ritual. Guys, you know I am running 2 classes concurrently. Actually 3. I have classes with my subscribers. Epic, thank you so. In fact, I'm giving Epic time. Epic finish. Epic finish. Somebody's asking me, are you a lesbian? I love women so much. Nobody will ever take me away from loving women. Take that to the bank. Epic, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that curtain raise. That is a curtain raise. Now, Epic is still continuing. Epic is still continuing. Guys, where are my ISIS? ISIS, can you help me thank Epic right this minute? Epic, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I've never been gifted like this before with anybody. So this is amazing. I love it so much. Thank you. Thank you. It's telling me that that's who. Thank you so much. Thank you, Epic. Epic. Salute. Leo ni siku yangu. Every dog has its day. Every dog has its day. You left us hanging, Mama, with the egg ritual before. Sasa you nyakuarawa, we already moved on. You know there are people who don't follow me. There are people who only wait to see me. But then I have followers who follow me. People who follow me know where we are. They know where we are with the syllabus. They know we've done 2 egg rituals so far. They know we have analyzed the results fully. We have sat down, we've even talked about the results. We've had people come and talk. So if you don't follow me, don't come and say that I left anything. There's nothing I left unattended. Me, I have military focus, and that is the focus we go with. So if you are not a part of our military focus, relax. Somebody is coming here to ask me about my sexuality. I am here to teach. If you want to know about my sexuality, come to my DM and talk to me woman to woman, my friend. Because I don't know why you are interested in who I'm fucking. The people I fuck are my business. Don't ask me that in my class. It is disrespectful. So if you want to know about that detail, first of all, you know, why do you want to know about it? Do you want to get in between my sheets? Do you want to be one of them? If not, mind your business, my friend. Mind your business. Anyway, guys, you know the reason why we are here. I am here for the herpes victims. And my students, please relax. Relax. When I go back to class, we will talk about our rituals and everything. I know there are people who missed the class and I haven't analyzed your things. I have to schedule you guys. Because remember, I have people I meet on a personal level. I have people I meet in class. And then I have these people. So please, know where to contact me. Don't contact me with private class things here. Because people who are here, they don't know about the private classes. Most of the people who are here, they don't know about the private classes. So please. Also, before I continue, before I get anywhere, I want to give special thanks to that epic person. You are an epic individual. Thank you so much for uplifting my spirits during the beginning of this particular live. Another thing that I want to say is we are subscribing. People who want to keep up with my teachings. I am going private, my friend. A good dancer knows when to leave the stage. At this particular point, I've already gotten people who are enough for me to start a class with. And me, I am building a university. As you're seeing me here, it will be joking to you. But me, I am erasing the Vatican and I am building a university. And it has started. So if you want to come pay school fees to study more and deep stuff, you can even talk to my students. They'll tell you the type of things that we are learning. There are certain things we cannot learn on open TikTok because there are evil spirits that do not want us to learn. And I'm going to teach you all about the evil spirits here. So we must go private. And then when we go private, maybe after 3 months, what we learn in private, I will come and teach it in public. But for now, I am teaching privately. And I'm also teaching publicly. So what I teach publicly is open to everyone. But if you want to join my private classes, my people, my moderators, you can show them how to subscribe so that they join our class. Other than that, yes, pioneers. And you pioneers of my university, you're going to teach other people. Guys, what I carry, the information that I carry is coming from Namlolwe, the lake of the gods, Lake Victoria. It will go all over to the whole world, the same way you see River Nile starting from Lake Victoria and going throughout the world. So even people who are my students at this particular point, there's going to be a time where you're going to be teaching your own people, because I cannot teach the whole world on my own. And some of the information I have, they are only in me. And I'm going to teach you how you can also get to the levels that I've gotten. Though if you get to the levels that I've gotten, you will only get what your ancestors have in store for you. So what my ancestors have in store for me are only mine, and I am sharing it. And the people I share it with, you go share with other people. Okay? So today I'm going to talk about herpes specifically, like I've announced it. And I'm going to start teaching it immediately. This disease, first of all, before I even get into herpes itself, I'm going to tell you how people are capable of contracting diseases. I know there are a lot of Africans who do not suffer from disease. You do not suffer from disease because you are not born in such frequencies where diseases can access you. There are certain Africans who you are not being told, but there are Africans who are immune to diseases like even HIV. There are Africans who can never get cancer. And these are things we are not told because they want everybody, they want it to seem like everybody is susceptible. They want it to seem like everybody is immunocompromised. But I'm telling you that there are certain bloodlines that can never be immunocompromised, and that is a gift to you from your ancestors. And the moment you open yourself to your ancestors, that is when you are capable of seeing that. Our ancestors were the smartest people on the planet. I'll continue to tell you that. And most of the time when I keep telling you that our ancestors were the smartest on the planet, some people ask, oh, then why were they defeated? Has the world ended? Some of you ask that why were our ancestors defeated as if the world has ended? Who are we now? The world did not end. Nobody came and stopped the world and said that now Africans have been defeated, now the Albedos have won, now we can continue. That no such thing has ever happened. And as long as no such thing has ever happened, know that the war is still continuing. The war is still continuing, and our ancestors were the smartest because they left the writings on the walls. Our ancestors said that there is coming a time is going to come when the writings will no longer be there. And if you read African history, you will realize that there were times that Europeans were organizing book burning ceremonies, book drowning ceremonies, where they would carry books from African libraries, ransack the ones that were important to them, and then the rest they poured them in the Indian Ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, in the Transatlantic Ocean, away, so that nobody can ever access them. And they burnt books in broad daylight. They would organize huge ceremonies where they would bring all the books that they do not want to go into the descendants and burn them. After that period, no African was allowed to learn how to read and write. But guess what? Our ancestors knew all of this. How you attack your enemy is you attack them in the future without even fighting them. Because as much as they thought that all our history, they disintegrated it and destroyed it, guess what? The writings stay on the walls. And as long as you know that the writing stays on the walls, then you know which wall we are talking about, the junk DNA. The writings stay on the walls, and our ancestors knew that a time is coming when the truth will go underground to be preserved for a future timeline. And I guess the future timeline, it is now. This is the future timeline, and now this is now part 2 of the war. Part 1 of the war, our ancestors were colonized and enslaved. Now part 2 of the war is when we redeem ourselves. The war has not yet ended. We are here to redeem ourselves. So if you sit down thinking that, oh, they were defeated, guess what? I'm still on TikTok talking about the same thing that my ancestors were talking about years, centuries ago. So dare not say that anybody was defeated as long as we are still alive, breathing in and out. So I'm going to get to the herpes. Now, the reason why I I can stand here confidently and tell you that this that I'm going to provide you today, if you follow it suit, you will heal from herpes, and you will never be vulnerable to a herpes attack. It's because I totally comprehend the microbiology world. Thanks to my ancestors, I was able to be guided to go peruse books about microbiology in order for me to comprehend the micro realm and the macro realm. So everything starts from the micro realm. Everything starts with the tiny. So the lowest frequency, the lowest level of the frequency is the microorganism level. Okay? That is where the lowest level of frequencies exist. Now, I'm going to start now. Microbes. Our everyday air. What are microbes? Because the herpes virus is a microbe. HIV virus is a microbe. Tuberculosis bacterium is a microbe. Staphylococcus. All these things that cause diseases. Candida albicans. All these are microbes. Okay? So therefore, what are microbes? In our everyday life, in our everyday air, earth, and water, are filled with microscopic microbes that are invisible to the naked eye. These microbes, they exist whether you like it or not. They exist and you interact with them on a daily basis. But now, microbes are always present, waiting for you to reach their frequency so that they can make you their host. Remember that it is not the herpes virus that is causing the disease in you. It is your level of frequency that is going to invade where the herpes virus live. And when you make yourself available to where they live, they see you and they say, oh, mugeni amekuja, wacha tuingie ndani yake. They'll see you and they'll say, oh, the visitor has come, let us go and live inside of them. So now that is how people acquire diseases, and all diseases, 99.9% of diseases are acquired from pathogens, invaders. Pathogens are foreigners. They are not supposed to be inside your auric field. But when you drop your frequency up to a certain level, then you are in their home. You are the one who get yourself to their home. Now, what Africans don't know is that you invading their home, there's something that is driving you to invade their home. There's a way in which the colonizer has set the African man in such a way that you are not capable of living in any other frequency but the low frequencies. And as long as you're living in the low frequencies, you are readily available to the pathogens that exist in those frequencies. Now, I'm going to show you this particular diagram. So this is a pyramid. I want you to see this pyramid here. This is a pyramid, and at the very top, we have the highest vibration. At the very bottom, we have the lowest vibration. Okay? And then on this side, we have the degrading 12 houses, the intact 12 houses. I'm going to show you the degrading 12 houses, the intact 12 houses. Now, microbes elevating and upgrading DNA, microbes causing diseases. Now, I want you to look at this pyramid. These are the levels of vibrations that we exist in. It's either you exist in low vibration or high vibration. At low vibration, we have majority. The compact majority are on the low vibration. So therefore, microbes that cause diseases live here, while microbes that upgrade your DNA and bring you ease and elevate you, they live here. I want you to know, guys, the same way HIV causes a disease to you is the same way we have microbes that when they enter your body, they upgrade your DNA and they make sure that you are elevated and enlightened. So we live here. This is where human beings live as per diseases. Now, this lowest vibration, you are the one who drops yourself. You are the one who drops yourself to this low vibration so much that the organisms that live here, they will never come to your house to invade you. They will never come to your house to invade you, the organisms that live at the very bottom of the lowest vibration. They will never come to you. You are the one who go to them. And how you go to them is some people can trick you into going to them. And that is what I want to open your eyes about here. Because the way our society is set up, the colonizer has set our society in a way that most Africans, they find themselves here. When you live in low vibration, you find yourself here. Now, what is low vibration? We have 12 houses. People who follow me, you know the 12 houses that I'm always talking about. The first house is be yourself. Support yourself. Your ability to be yourself, your ability to support yourself, your ability to think for yourself, your ability to feel yourself, your ability to love yourself, your ability to analyze yourself, your ability to balance yourself, your ability to desire yourself, your ability to see yourself, your ability to use yourself, and then your ability to know yourself and your ability to believe yourself. Those are the 12 houses of the zodiac sign. When you hear 12 tribes of Israel, 12 houses of the zodiac, 12 hours of the day, all these 12, they come to help you work on the 12 houses that you have. And it is these 12 houses that form your entire body. Now, anytime these 12 houses are not intact, when you don't believe in yourself, you don't know yourself, you don't use yourself, you don't desire yourself, you don't love yourself, you don't feel yourself, you don't think for yourself, you don't support yourself, you are not yourself, you're not authentic to yourself, you drop naturally in frequency. And the moment all your houses are intact, meaning you believe in yourself, you know yourself, you love yourself, you feel yourself, you analyze yourself, you desire yourself, you balance yourself, you support yourself, you think for yourself, and you are your authentic self. Anytime you are like that, you are elevating in frequency. So now I will tell you, anytime your houses are not intact, you have issues with your houses, you drop in frequency. Anytime your houses are intact, you rise in frequency. Rising in frequency is ease. Dropping in frequency is dis-ease. So white albedo people, they know this particular pyramid, so they make sure that Africans are always descending into the lowest vibration by making sure Africans don't know themselves. They burnt our books so that we don't know ourselves, by making sure Africans don't believe in themselves, by making sure Africans are not authentic to themselves, promoting us, you know, be looking like white people. When we bleach, they love it. When we have our hair looking like white people, they love it. Ensuring that black people don't support themselves. Ensuring that black people don't think for themselves. Ensuring that black people don't feel themselves, don't love themselves, don't analyze themselves, don't balance themselves, and don't desire themselves. The moment you are being born in such a society, they are witchcrafting you to make sure that you live in the low frequency levels. And guess who lives in the low frequency level, who will share the space with you? The viruses, the fungus, the pathogens, the invaders, the foreigners. So first of all, you must always know. I feel like the structure of society can be a distraction. It is, my friend, it is, as we are speaking, and I'm going to continue. Now, the 12 houses that I'm talking to you about entails your ability to know yourself. Guys, listen to me if you've never heard of this. Your first house is your ability to know yourself, and it is embedded in your Achilles heel. Please subscribe to my community. Your second house is your ability to believe in yourself, and it is embedded in your toes. Your body is your map. So listen to how this map works. Your first house is your ability to know yourself, and it is embedded in your Achilles heel. Your second house is your ability to believe in yourself, and it is embedded in your toes. Your third house is your ability to be your authentic self, and it is embedded in your head. Your fourth house is your ability to support yourself, and it is embedded on your neck. Your fifth house is your ability to think for yourself, and it is embedded in your arms. Your sixth house is your ability to feel yourself, and it is embedded on your breasts or chest if you are a man. Your seventh house is your ability to love yourself, and it is embedded in your heart. Your eighth house is your ability to analyze yourself, and it is embedded in your stomach. Your ninth house is your ability to balance yourself, and it is embedded in your nyash. Your nyash must be swelling, especially if you're a woman who wants to manifest. If you're a woman who you have small nyash, that is a white man thing. Small nyash is for children whose pelvic area has not expanded. And so if you have a small nyash, your ability to manifest will be small and narrow as a woman. And white men, they love women who are submissive and dumb and don't talk. So when your nyash is small, the white man is attracted to you because you are a child in the spirit realm. So ensure that you know your 9th house. House number 9 is your ability to balance yourself, and it is embedded in your nyash. This is what makes a difference between human beings and animals. Animals don't have nyash, and that is the reason why they cannot stand in a bipedal motion. They have to fall because the nyash is not there to support them to stand straight. Now, as a woman, if you keep your nyash tiny like that, your kundalini will start to bend. Your kundalini will start to bend, and then you will start becoming like an animal. You will start becoming primitive. So if you want to stay straight and well balanced, make sure that your nyash as a woman is swelling. Now, your 10th house is your ability to desire yourself, and it is embedded in your private parts. Your 11th house is your ability to see yourself, and it is embedded on your thighs. Your 12th house is your ability to use yourself, and it is embedded on your knees. I am talking about herpes. It's just that I've started with the general collection of things. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, shower. Now, as you're seeing all these 12 houses, as long as these 12 houses are standing, you will never catch any disease. This is how you become immune to all types of diseases. Because remember, the low vibrational microbes, they live at the bottom of the pyramid. So anytime your houses are intact, my friend, you are ascending. And so you are moving away from harmful microbes. What was the 10th house? Your 10th house is your private parts, and it is your ability to desire yourself. Thank you so much, Best Mini. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, shower your girl. I hope up to that particular point we are together. I hope up to that particular point we are together. Now, the more you mathematically score, remember, we are in a school, guys. We are in a school called Earth, and your score is determined by how your 12 houses are looking. The more you mathematically score from the 12 houses, the more you ascend in frequency towards ease and genetic upgrade. I want to repeat that so that you can hear it. The more you mathematically score, you see, out of these 12 houses, you might score 8 in one house out of 10. In another house, you might score 6 out of 10. Just make sure you are above average student. Don't be scoring 3 out of 10. Actually, if they are 12, don't be scoring 3 out of 12, 0 out of 12, 1 out of 12, 4 out of 12. Somebody's asking me the 4th house. Your 4th house is your neck. Your ability to support yourself, and it is embedded on your neck. So guys, you can be that you are scoring 2 out of 12, 5 out of 12. That is a below average student. Make sure that you are scoring from 6 out of 12 and above. 6 out of 12 and above. You don't even have to score 12 out of 12. 12 out of 12 is left for the perfectionists who want to be spiritually without blemish. Those are the ones that are left to score 12 out of 12, 12 out of 12, 12 out of 12 everywhere. But you as a student, please score 6 out of 12 and above. And make sure you have houses where you are scoring even 12 out of 12. Have your stronghold, your zodiac sign. If you are a Pisces, house number 2, you must be, if you are a Pisces number 2, you must be getting 12 out of 12. If you are an Aquarius, house number 1 is 12 out of 12. If you are a Sagittarius, house number 11 is 12 out of 12. You know your marks, because you know that the more you mathematically score from the 12 houses, the more you ascend in frequency towards ease and genetic upgrade. On the other hand, the less you mathematically score from the 12 houses, the more you descend in frequency towards disease, genetic degrade, and death. If you are a Virgo is number 8. Make sure that the 8th house, which is, your ability to analyze yourself, embedded in your stomach. If you are a Virgo, your stomach, you must be scoring 12 out of 12. If you don't score 12 out of 12 in your zodiac sign, you will not score any much in other people's zodiac sign. If you're a Leo, number 7, the 7th house, which is your ability to love yourself. Your ability to love yourself, and it is embedded in your heart. Okay, Aries is number 3, your ability to be yourself embedded in your head. Cancer is number 6, your ability to feel yourself embedded in your breath. So when you are supposed to score 12 out of 12 on your zodiac sign. Some people, they score 0 out of 12 on their zodiac sign. When you score 0 out of 12 on your zodiac sign, you are failing in all of them. You will be sick and you will die soon. Now, I'm going to continue. Up to that point, I hope we are together. Because now, I am getting now to closer to Herpes, because I want to talk about Herpes, and I want to tell you that for you to get Herpes, which house is being attacked. So let's continue, guys. Capricorn is number 12, house number 12, which is in your knees, embedded on your knees, your ability to use yourself. Okay, my students, please answer them. ISIS people, you know the answers. Answer them in the comment section. If you want the answers, please read the comments of ISIS. Comments of ISIS. ISIS will tell you, ISIS, they know this. Now, I'm going to continue. With the knowledge of upgrade and downgrade of your genetic material, it is possible to attack your genetic material without your knowledge. White people know this. White people know the albedos know this. When the albedos, they took our books, they did not take our books and left their own, they went to teach their own descendants. They went to teach their own descendants. That's why you see that white people know astrology. White people are always making noise on TikTok with astrology. So the moon is what? The what is in what? They were taught. Remember that while black people were being denied the knowledge of self, albedos were being given the knowledge of self, and yet they still cannot figure it out. Africa is still coming. Africa still, we stand with them at par. If they move, we move. And yet us, we were not given the knowledge of self, them they were given. So one thing, somebody's saying, right, so what if my knees always hurt? If your knees always hurt, it means you don't use yourself. My students, you know these answers. Please answer the answers that you can answer. I don't need to answer everybody. I want just to continue. Now, in order to stir up genetic attack to keep black excellence underground, remember the main reason why our ancestors were enslaved, why our ancestors were colonized. The main reason was because they did not want competition. Guys, don't think that there's another reason. The only reason why we have racism in the world is because nobody wants to compete a black man. Not in dancing, not in technology, not in invention, not in architecture, not in agriculture, not in engineering, not in entertainment, not in music. Nobody wanted to compete the black man because the black man was too excellent. Too excellent that everybody was living in the shadows. So what did they come with? An attack of your genetic material. Now, in order to start up genetic attack that keep the black excellence underground, they wanted to keep the have a field where they can at least now show that, oh, you see, I'm also excellent. You see, I'm also excellent. You see, you know, the likes of Albert Einstein, the Michael Faraday, the likes of Louis Presta. Those types of people, they just wanted, can you please mute this person that you put up here? They just wanted to make sure that there's no competition. The main reason why guys, you must know, it was not that deep. You know, a lot of us would think it was that deep that, oh, these people don't want us. You probably, it was because these people did not want competition. The black man was too much. Are you seeing how Kalenjins are in marathon? The way Kalenjins are in marathon, even up to the modern day world, the way Sudanese are in basketball is the way the black excellence was in academics, in research, in spirituality, so much that all the other races were overshadowed at the back behind. It reached a point where they were tired of being behind. They were tired of being behind and know that the slavery of the black man was a conspiracy of everyone in the world. The writings are always on the walls. Everywhere you went, China, the Chinese people would hate you. Everywhere you went, Asia, the entire Asia, even our own Indians who lived with us in our country hated us. Why? Because of that hatred, black excellence. But I'm telling you, right now, you don't care. Don't care. It is time for us to redeem ourselves. As a black person, you must be excellent. Be excellent. Now, in order to stir up genetic attack that keep black excellence underground, our genetic information is collected upon birth from hospitals and blood donations. Through hospitals and through blood donations, your genetic material is already being collected. And I want you to be aware, guys. Let's stop living like people who are dumb, that do not know what is going on. Remember that when you are born, your genetic material is being collected. Have you ever wondered, where is it going? When your blood is being collected, your genetic material is being collected, and blood donations in Africa, every high school child is subjected to blood donation. Have you ever wondered, why do they do this? Why do they take our genetic information? And I'm going to tell you today. African royalties and African mummies were dug up from their graves. Their genetic information was collected, traced, and tracked in the modern population, then lowered in vibration to ensure all their 12 houses remain dormant and useless to them and the world. Remember when they take information from Egyptian mummies, when they take our royal leaders, they dig them out of the grave. A lot of Africans who are not educated would just let them that, oh, it's just bones. Oh, it's just bones. The albedo man takes this kind of information. They do research on it so that they know all the genetic pool in Africa. Remember, we are the descendants of our ancestors. Without our ancestors, we do not exist. So if somebody digs up your ancestors that you don't even know they are your ancestors. For example, they dig up Mansa Musa. You don't even know that you are related with Mansa Musa. So much time has passed by, you don't know. When they dig up Mansa Musa's grave, they go and analyze it. And when they analyze it, they can see every person that is related to Mansa Musa now. When they see it, now they start to label you the asteroids. You are an asteroid who is coming to hit Earth. Now they start to make concussions. They start to create concussions, vaccines, to ensure that that particular genetic material does not develop until it reaches the level Mansa Musa reached. Because remember, the world is cyclic. Energy once created cannot be destroyed. So you must be aware of what is happening in the collective consciousness. Now, as an African, even if you don't read your own body, even if you don't read your own DNA, even if you don't know who you are, even if you don't know where your genetic pool comes from, Europeans already know. They already know you by knowing the gene pool of your ancestors from digging them out of their graves and studying them. So however much you're seated there, Bongolala, you're seated, oh, nobody's attacking me, nobody's attacking me, nobody's attacking me. You are genetic, they already know who you are. They already know who we are. And as long as they already know who we are, they are making concussions to ensure that the 12 houses do not succeed. They ensure that the 12 houses do not succeed. So you are dead on arrival. As an African, you must know. By virtue of vaccines, by virtue of them digging up the graves of our ancestors, you are already been attacked upon arrival. Before you even arrive on the planet, you already been attacked, you already been compromised, you already been considered dead on arrival. You already been spiritually attacked even before your mother puts you to bed. That is the level of witchcraft that we are dealing with. You know, some people, they don't know the level of witchcraft we are dealing with on this particular planet. They study our ancestral dead matter in order to know how to attack the African's population and using diseases like herpes. Now, diseases like herpes are a manifestation in drop of frequency. They know very well that when you maintain a certain level of frequency, certain organisms cannot access you. So they make sure that you drop in frequency. When you drop in frequency, you are naturally and readily available for such kind of microbes to invade your body. So you must know what the type of witchcraft that is going on. So a lot of Africans, you wonder, why is it so difficult to succeed? Why is it so difficult to succeed? You don't know that you are not meant to succeed. You are not meant to succeed. You are meant to be dead on arrival. If not dead on arrival, then your 12 houses disintegrated so much that by the time you're dying, you are useless both to yourself and your entire continent. And those ones that manage to at least keep their houses going, the goalposts keep shifting. They say that get a degree, then you will be able to be successful. You get a degree, they shift the goalpost. It becomes Squid Game. They now tell you masters. You get masters, they tell you you must have a car. You get a car, they tell you in order for you to have this now, you must bleach, you must be white. You must be a white person, you must have white hair. The goalpost is constantly shifted to those who ever try. So the game was rigged upon arrival. And even the type of education system that we are subjected to, you are not meant to pass. You are meant to fail. If you've never watched Squid Game, go watch Squid Game, then you will know the type of turmoil that Africans have been subjected to since birth. You're not meant to pass. You're not meant to perform. And anything in mainstream media, the movies, and your surroundings are there to prevent you from seeing the person who you truly are. Now, where does herpes in itself come from? Now, let's look at where herpes in itself comes from. Epic, thank you so much. I appreciate you tonight. Herpes as a virus is a direct attack to house number 11. Who can tell me what house number 11 is? I've told you herpes is a direct attack. Last time I taught you that HIV is an attack to all your 12 houses. Now HIV, they created it. They created HIV to make sure that all your 12 houses are under attack. But now herpes, it attacks your 11th house. Somebody's asking me to talk about HIV. I already did. You will have to wait for me to talk about it another time. But HIV is an attack to all your 12 houses. Now herpes attacks your 11th house. Your 11th house is the Sagittarius. Your ability to do what? See yourself. As an individual, you must know that there is how you see yourself and how the world sees you. Now, I want the people with herpes to move to the front. People with herpes, I want you to listen to me carefully. And by then, I'm not the type who I'm going to give you a subscription or medication for you to put inside your mouth. No. Me, if you want to heal through me, you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to get inside your brain and undo the wires that are there. I will not give you any shortcut. So listen to me properly, you person who has an herpes. As an individual with herpes, know that there's a way you see yourself and there's a way the world sees you. The way the world sees you has the writings on the walls. What are the writings on the walls? Our ancestors put writings on this wall that we have. You don't see yourself. The only time you see yourself is when you're looking at the mirror or when you're looking at your phone, a mirror reflection. But that is not you. And there's a way in which people see you when they look at you. Now, how people see you when they look at you, they see your ancestors direct. But how you see yourself depends on the environment that you are brought up in. If your environment taught you that this is how people who look like you must behave, then you will know how to behave. But if you are born in a world where nobody knows how anybody is supposed to be behaving, people are guessing. A lot of Africans don't know what they look like. A lot of Africans see themselves through the lenses of European superiority. So a lot of Africans, they see themselves through inferiority complex, or used to, because a lot of us are past that particular point. Now, herpes come from the Greek word herpein. Herpes come from the Greek word herpein, meaning to creep or to avoid natural surveillance. To creep or to avoid natural surveillance. That is where the T is. So when herpes has gotten into you, know that there is a watchman somewhere that let them in because they could not recognize it. Now I'm going to give you an analogy. Your body has watchmen. They are called the white blood cells. These white blood cells, they are watchmen that are constantly seated in your body waiting for anything foreign to show up at the gate. The moment anything foreign shows up at the gate, your white blood cells will be like, yo, this one is foreign. foreign. Oh, this one is foreign. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Now, herpes interferes with the watchman. Herpes interferes with the watchman and ensures that anybody who is coming in cannot be recognized. And it in itself, when it is coming into you, it ensures that it cannot be recognized. So I'm going to tell you that the person who gave you herpes was not who you thought they were. You were looking at them as though they are your people, but they were dressed like your people, but they were not your people. Now, I will repeat, herpes comes from the Greek word herpein, meaning to creep or to avoid natural surveillance. Now, herpes interferes with the process that naturally allows your body to recognize and destroy foreigners. Herpes interferes with the natural process of your body that allows you to recognize and destroy foreigners. Now, the herpes virus is available freely in nature. Anybody is constantly interacting. These viruses, they are there. Even me, I interact with herpes every day, but it does not infect me. Why? Herpes virus is available freely in nature. They enter anybody all the time, but what makes them stick to you, shift you, and affect you is your blindness to who you truly are. The moment you become blind to who you truly are, you are an individual, you come from the bloodline of pharaohs, but you are here living like somebody's secretary. You come from the bloodline of pharaohs, but you live like a slave. You come from the bloodline of healers, but you do not believe in your ability to heal. The moment you are not capable of seeing yourself, you are a danger to yourself. Why? Even if you don't have herpes yet, as long as your 11th house, your ability to see yourself is upside down, you are vulnerable. There are some people, you don't have herpes, but you have receptor. So you are just waiting. The moment you'll sleep with someone who even has some little tiny lesions on their mouth, you will catch it. But somebody who already sees themselves, even if they kiss a herpes person, even if they fuck a herpes person, all they want, they will not catch it. Why? Because they do not have a receptor for it. Some people complain that, oh, I tried to infect them with herpes, but I did not succeed. You cannot succeed to infect somebody who already sees themselves. Herpes only affects those people who don't see themselves. And so even if you don't have herpes and you do not see yourself, you are vulnerable. The moment you get into contact with somebody who has a herpes, you're going to get it. So if you want to be immune, see yourself. Now, even if you don't have herpes yet, as long as your 11th house, your ability to see yourself is upside down, you are vulnerable. Same way, if your 11th house is intact, meaning you see yourself for who you truly are, even if you get exposed to the herpes virus, it won't find a receptor within you to attach itself to. Same with HIV. If all your 12 houses are intact, even if you sleep with 12 HIV/AIDS people, it will not attach itself to you. Why? Because you don't have a receptor. Diseases, they attach themselves to your auric field through lock and key. Lock and key. Lock and key is how diseases attach themselves to you. So if you don't have a lock, the key will not enter. If you don't have the key, the lock will not enter. So always know that, so that you don't stop living your life in fear. We need to kill fear. We need to know that once your 12 houses are intact, nothing can affect you. You've already made it clean with God. You are above everything. You are vibrating at the top of the pyramid. So nothing can affect you. So stop being afraid of anything. Just work on your 12 houses. I love you, Swiri. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love. Guys, I hope I'm not moving too fast. I hope people are comprehending what I'm trying to preach. I hope somebody's comprehending what I'm trying to preach, because I'm going to continue. I'm getting even deeper. Jax, thank you so much. Femighty, thank you so much. People, subscribe to my community. If you love what I teach, subscribe to my community. Inside my community, I teach even deeper stuff now. Because me, I'm all about self-defense. I'm not here to fight a white man. I am not here to fight the Vatican face to face. I am here to fight through my body. When I change myself, you're gonna change by force. When I change myself and my brain is stronger than yours, in order for us to exist in the same world, you will have to change by force. That's what it is. Quantum entanglement. Once I change my quantum level and you want to exist in the same world as me, you are going to have to change or live in hell. That's what it is, black people. Black people, we are not a violent people. We are not a violent people who will come. That's why our ancestors never made guns. It is useless. Guns are useless. Bombs are useless because the moment what you're doing to another person, you're doing it to yourself. So anytime you're shooting someone, you're bombing people, you are bombing the planet. You are retrograding the planet. You are moving the planet backwards. Who wants to do that? Not black people. Because as black people, we are after enjoyment. We are after spiritual enlightenment. We are here to enjoy. We are here to have fun. When you start bombing things, we are not having fun anymore. Because Ubuntu. I am because you are. When I destroy myself, I'm destroying you. When I destroy you, I'm destroying me. Only fools don't comprehend that. That's why they always say, why were African ancestors defeated then if they are so powerful? Suppose you are foolish. You don't know that we are connected. You're foolish. You don't know we are quantumly entangled. You're foolish. You don't know that the moment you're subjecting yourself to be raped, you are putting yourself in toxic relationship. You are affecting all women. The only obligation you owe to the world is the one you owe yourself. If you're not doing work to elevate yourself, you're not elevating anybody. If you're doing work to shrink yourself, you're shrinking everybody. So this is the reason why the strongest brains in Africa must be told. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that at this particular point I've realized and I've noticed without reason, beyond reasonable doubt, that people who follow me are some of the strongest brains in Africa. I have people who literally sit with the likes of Ibrahim Traore in my audience. People who are in close proximity with Julius Malema in my audience. The smartest brains in Africa must be told how to fight. We do not go fighting like this. We fight spiritually. And how you fight spiritually is by changing yourself, and everything around you has no option but to change. I'm going to continue now. How does you not seeing yourself make you vulnerable to herpes? How does you not seeing yourself make you vulnerable to herpes? And by the Injili imeanza. Guys, as Africans, before even going to this, I'm going to tell you as Africans, take your space, my friend. The spaces have already been left, oh. The spaces have already been left. When you hear UMG is stumbling around with TikTok, know that music wants newcomers. Celebrity scene wants newcomers. Architecture wants newcomers. Agriculture, engineering wants newcomers right now. Movie producers wants newcomers. Africans, there's so much space to occupy. So much space to occupy. If you are not yes, teachers need newcomers. The syllabus need newcomers. Religion and spirituality need newcomers. And this is the time of transition. We're at the point of transition. So grab your space, my friend. And as you are grabbing your space, know that the people who talk of how it can't be done are the ones that are just talking to become frogs for the people who are doing it. The people who are doing it are busy doing it. Those ones who are saying it can't be done do not have the audacity to do anything. Take up space, Africans. And the Europeans will never come to announce to you that, oh, by the way, our spaces are going. In fact, they would love to keep quiet for as long as possible so that they cause delay. If at all you are not seeing that there is a space that is being invented. There are spaces that have been left for you guys to occupy. Africans occupy. In fact, right now that they are block celebrity. Africans, don't even campaign for that. It is not your job to campaign for celebrities to be blocked. It is your job to replace. When you see us replace, when you see us occupy, Don't even wait to be told. Don't wait for a white man's certificate. As long as you know within yourself you are capable and you've been doing the work. Because remember, us right now, we have been prepared since birth. Our ancestors carefully prepared us since birth. Do not have imposter syndrome. We are overqualified. We are overqualified because the goalpost has been shifting and we've been catching it. Shifting, we've been catching it. Shifting, we've been catching it. We've been catching it. And yet we are the first descendants. Or even maybe the second generation. Me personally, I'm the first generation of descendants from my ancestry to get formal education. And already the goalpost, we've already stumbled on it. Already we are overqualified for the white man system to employ us. My friend, you will be overqualified for the white man system to employ you, and then some of you go back crying. That, oh, they've told me I am overqualified. Start your space. Start your space. And I'm saying this jokingly. Jokingly, and you will cry. You will cry for failing to be a pioneering spirit. You will cry. Because right now is the time to occupy. By the time us we have occupied, you will see us up there. Is when you will start crying that, oh, you guys, how did you get there? Occupy right now. I'm telling you guys. Just the same way you're seeing me, I'm telling you, I'm occupying the Vatican position. Me, that is the position that is rightfully belonging to me. And I'm going to occupy that Vatican position and give birth there, leave my children there. Abro nyuolo rakanyo. Ma wenyi thindo machak nyuol rekanyo machak nyithindo nyuol re. Start your trees right now. You see those big trees that existed in ancient Africa? You start planting them right now. This is the time. Before they come cutting them in future, plant them right now. Epic, thank you so much today. Thank you. Now, how does you not seeing yourself make you vulnerable to the happiest people? And by the don't be ashamed if you have a disease as an African person. If you have a disease that they term uncurable as an African person, take that as an opportunity. That is your wealth. Because the moment you cure yourself from that disease, you are going to be able to cure so many people and you will charge them money. You will charge them money. So take all challenges as blessings. Find the solution. And then everybody who is facing that particular disease will come to you now. You will be the antidote. Stand strong in these diseases. Find cure to these diseases. Because the white man can no longer find cure. Now because us, we have the cures. We come from a very complicated bloodline that the white man has never been able to understand up to today. Find the cure and then go cure others. That's how you create your wealth. Some of you think it's a disease. Nakumbe, your ancestors was giving you money through that disease. Now let's continue. How does you not seeing yourself make you vulnerable to herpes? In order to see things as they are, you must first of all see things as you truly are. In order for you to see anyone as they truly are, in order for you to see any place as it truly is, in order for you to see anything as it truly is, you must first of all see yourself as you truly are. You seeing yourself as you truly are is what gives you the binoculars to see everything as it truly is. Now, herpes is the avoider of surveillance system. Relying on the fact that as long as you cannot see you, your immune system cannot see them. So herpes is there. Herpes is only after people who cannot see themselves. Because people who can see themselves can see herpes. But the moment you cannot see yourself, herpes is happy. Because then they rely on avoiding the surveillance system. So the moment you can't see yourself, you cannot really see anything for what it truly is. So people will just come into your life camouflage, and then they live in your skin. They live in your skin, camouflaged. You cannot see them because you are blind to yourself. So when you look at them, you see yourself. You don't see them for who they truly are because they are camouflaging. Now, when your 12 houses are intact, your immune system gives you the ability to recognize behaviors in people that are not aligned by you. Some people cannot even recognize behaviors. You know me, my immune system is so strong. Your behavior will tell me where I am going with you. And some people, they don't even know that their behavior can be read. Some people, you will cut them off, they'll come asking you, why did you cut me off? Why did you cut me off? Why did you cut me off? My immune system saw you. And you know, people with herpes cannot see themselves too. So it is upon you to see them. And this is why I always say, trust your body. When your body is telling you that this person's teeth are too crooked, it is making us uncomfortable. Trust your body, because that is your immune system telling you that this one will bite you to a point you will not recover, if you dare give them a chance. I'll continue. When your 12 houses are intact, your immune system gives you the ability to recognize behaviors in people, certain body parts in people that are not aligned to you, certain smells in people that are not aligned to you, certain energies in people that are not aligned to you, certain vibes in people that are not aligned to you, certain mismatches found on those people who are pathogenic to your soul. Your body will always tell you. This is why we have white blood cells. They're called white blood cells because they are the watchmen. This thing has already started calling me a robot again. TikTok. I don't know whether other creators deal with this. But let me not complain. Let me just fix it and continue. Guys, I'm just telling you what things as the way they are. You know, if you are, one thing about Africans is you are over empathetic. An African will see somebody who's making them uncomfortable, but they'll be like, oh, but you know, we have to accept everybody. This is not the time. This is not the time. The world is so contaminated right now, you cannot afford to tolerate. You cannot afford. Even a tiny thing, guys, move. That tiny thing will cause a rift valley in your life. That tiny thing that you are ignoring, that your intuition is telling you that, my friend, we don't like the way, you know, they've combined that outfit. Me, I will move away from you, even from your fashion sense. Your fashion sense alone, that is how, I am not tolerant. My nose is very sharp. Your fashion sense alone will have me move away from you. The way you speak, your tonal variation. Guys, I don't play. And this is how you must not play. You must be authentic to yourself so much that if your body says English, Kano. English, Kano. Because that's how you avoid. No enemy will just come and attack you out of the blues unless you're a collateral damage. No enemy will just come and say that, you know, I want to bite you today. They will come slowly. They will try to camouflage. And if you're somebody who you are on point with your intuition, you will see the camouflage. So you will not even allow them to get to a point where now they are striking. And that is why you have an immune system. Your immune system is supposed to help you avoid them striking. I hope we are together. When you are 12 houses are intact, your immune system gives you the ability to recognize certain behaviors in people, certain body parts in people, certain orders in people, certain energies and vibes in people, certain mismatches found on those who are pathogenic to your soul, so you can avoid them. Remember, not everybody is good for your soul, and you will not know. Nobody is walking with their forehead written that, by the way, I'm bad for your soul, I'm bad for you. Nobody. That is where the spiritual intelligence comes in. You must trust your body so that you know that, oh, this one is not good for my soul. Because, my friend, the moment you ignore and you get into that portal, you might come off the other side dead. You might come off the other side dead. Now, herpes blinds you to yourself. Remember, in order for you to see things as they truly are, you must first see yourself for who you truly are. In order for your intuition to be accurate about other people, you must ensure it is accurate about you. If your intuition is lying to you about you, it will lie to you about other people. If your eyes are lying to you about you, it will lie to you about other people. So herpes blinds you to yourself. Whoever gave you herpes was already blind to themselves. Remember, whoever gave you herpes was already blind to themselves. And because you were blind to yourself too, it was easy to pass on the virus to you. People who have herpes are like zombies. They are zombies. They're just walking. Now they're working for the herpes virus. They're winning people to the herpes virus kingdom. So the moment they see you that you don't see yourself, they are quick to engage. Zombie, they bite you, you turn into a zombie too. They bite you, you turn into a zombie too. You can never get herpes from somebody who doesn't have it. You only get it from people who have it. And it is also genetic. You might come from a bad bloodline of people who did not see themselves. And for Africans, it is easy. Africans are prone to herpes because we don't know ourselves. We come from bloodlines of people who don't know themselves because of witchcraft of the Vatican. So you must also be aware. Stop telling your mother that, oh, mom, you gave me herpes. Why didn't you see yourself? She did not know because of religion. Religion ensured that she was blind to herself. So you must also look at our ancestors and be compassionate and kind because they are dealing with the Vatican. Once the Vatican comes and tells you that Mary and Jesus are the ones, and they've rubbed off Isis and Horus, that is the beginning of you not knowing yourself. So if you're not born Aquarius, then you become a victim. You must fight to know yourself by yourself. You must fight to see yourself. And one thing that you must know, how do you see you? How do you see yourself? You know, some people, maybe you might not know the process of seeing yourself. Now, seeing yourself is house number 11, which are your thighs. House number 11 comes after house number 10. House number 10 is your desire of yourself. So how do you see yourself? You see yourself by desiring yourself. Desiring yourself, my friend. As a woman, you must always see your mother as the most beautiful person and desire the features your mother has. After you've desired the features your mother has, is when now you will start to desire your features. As a child, remember who was the most beautiful person on the planet to you. If it wasn't your mother, then you were born not self-knowing, not self-seeing. Your mother probably did not see themselves and they did not know themselves. But as a girl child, and I'm specifically speaking to women a lot because women are the most vulnerable. As a woman, your mother was the first person you were to desire. What you were to desire their hands, the way they look like, maybe their legs, something about them, you needed to desire that. In you desiring yourself, that is how you know yourself. That is how you see yourself. You cannot see yourself without desiring yourself. And the things you desire in other people, you have them. Some people will not even believe this. If you desire my lips, know that your lips have the capability of looking like mine or they look exactly like mine. If you desire my eyes, know that your eyes have the capability of looking like mine or they look exactly like mine. You do not desire things that have nothing to do with you unless you are witchcraft by the Vatican, so that you are admiring white people that make you bleach. You are admiring, other people. But you are supposed to be admiring yourself. Anytime you find that you're not admiring yourself and the things that make you beautiful in other people, know that there's a witchcraft going on. I'll continue. Seeing yourself is house number 11. House number 11 comes after house number 10. House number 10 is you desiring yourself. Your failure to desire yourself ensures you fail in seeing yourself. You cannot see yourself without desiring yourself. It's impossible. You're God. Okay? So, and if you're seeing yourself without desiring yourself, for example, you're seeing yourself like, oh, my nose is so big. You are your biggest critique. Know that there's witchcraft going on. When you were choosing, when your ancestors were giving you that vessel, to them that was the beauty standard. You are the beauty standard of your ancestors. I am the beauty standard of my ancestors. Anytime you start putting somebody else as a beauty standard in your life, witchcraft has entered the chart. Some of you, you are so shameless. You are busy every day, you're putting somebody else. Somebody else is the most desirable. Somebody else is the most beautiful. Some people, they're like, oh, I wish I had Selena Gomez's, I don't know what. Like when you're doing that, your ancestors are looking at you with their nose lifted. Look at this foolish woman. Why? Because you are the beauty standard of your ancestors. Thou shalt not worship any other god before your own. You must see yourself as the beauty standard. Is when now you come out and you recognize that, oh, that one is also a beauty standard to the ancestors. Oh, that one is also a beauty standard to the ancestors. Oh, that one is also a beauty standard to the ancestors. But if you are this person who you trust yourself, and then you come out and say, oh, Zendaya, oh, you are a fool, and your ancestors are ashamed. I will tell you that for free. You are a people pleaser. You are disgusting, and your ancestors are disgusted by you. Because when your ancestors were bringing you here, you were the beauty standard. It's like you have been brought to a fashion show. We are all in a fashion show on this planet. We are all in a beauty pageantry on this planet, and every ancestor has released their best candidate. Now there's some candidates, they get here and they start looking at other people, other ancestors' representation, and they're like, oh my God, that one, ask me, I cannot even compare. You are a fool, my friend. You are a fool. Your ancestors have brought you to a competition. Instead of you competing, you are dropping as a doormat for other people to walk on. Shame on you, and your ancestors are ashamed. You must look at yourself and see that you are the beauty standard of your ancestors. And from there, that is where you start. The moment you see yourself as the beauty standard of your ancestors, and then you get to see yourself. Because that is the desire. That's the self-desire, and then you see yourself. After you've seen yourself, you know yourself. After you've known yourself, you believe in yourself. After you believe in yourself, you are authentic now with yourself, and then you support yourself. I always get very disgusted at people who, they think that being a doormat for me will make me happy. Like literally there was a friend, somebody I used to be friends with, who came into my life, and they wanted just to worship me at their own expense, telling me that, oh my God, I wish my ancestors were, I don't know what, I just want to be your dog. I just want to be your dog in your life. Thinking that I will be happy. Some coming to tell me that I just want you to control me. I just want you to own me and tell me what to do and just be in charge of me. It is disgusting. People who desire themselves are disgusted by people who don't. And the people who don't desire themselves, they think that when they're giving compliments to people who desire themselves, they are winning. You are not winning, you are disgusting. People who desire themselves, they love other people desiring themselves, because now you are inspiring me. When you are desiring yourself over there and I'm desiring myself over here, I can come to your supermarket and shop because you are inspiring me. I like the way you are doing your hair. I would love to do my hair like that as well. You are inspiring me. You are inspiring me. People who don't desire themselves, they are not inspirational. You look at them and you see poverty. You see ashiness. You see them not taking care of themselves. There's nothing you want from them. There's nothing you want to get out of them. It is disgusting, guys. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. If you thought it was amazing for you to bullshit yourself at the expense of other people, you put other people on a pedestal and then you put yourself down, you are disgusting. We don't like it. It doesn't matter how many followers you have. Some people think that followers is equal to beauty or self-desire. No. Me, I even see girls on TikTok who they have 50 followers, but a girl desires herself and it shows. And me, I will give you your like. I will give you your flowers. It does not matter. Be yourself and desire yourself. It doesn't matter where you're standing from. You will inspire those who desire themselves too. Exactly. So after telling you that, now how do you see yourself? I've already told you. When you fail to see yourself, I'll start from up. How do you see yourself? Seeing yourself is in the house number 11, which is, to your thighs. House number 11 comes after house number 10. House number 10 is the desire of self. It is your self-desire that gives birth to your self-vision. Now because literally it is your self-desire. It is your desire of self that will make me wear my jewelry. I'm wearing my jewelry because I desire myself. I'm tying my hair the way I like it because I'm desiring myself. It is from you desiring yourself that you will now see your aesthetic. Some people, you don't have aesthetic. You're just living anyhow. You don't have any aesthetic. Now, if you desire yourself, that is how you find your own aesthetic. You will start seeing a pattern. You will start seeing that you like dressing a certain way. You like certain things. That's how you see yourself. Now, after you see yourself, when you see yourself, you are bound to use yourself properly. For example, now when I see myself like this, I'm like, oh, I'm so beautiful. Maybe I should try modeling. I think I'm so curvy. Maybe I should start fashion. Oh, I'm so like, when you see yourself is when you know how to use yourself. When you don't see yourself, you'll be a very tall girl who is supposed to be modeling, and because you don't see yourself, you're busy singing. You're busy singing and you don't even have that voice. You sound like a frog. But because you don't see yourself, you are busy going to the wrong things. You're busy going to do the wrong things. When you see yourself is when you'll be able to put yourself in places where you are now doing the correct things. When you fail to see yourself, you are bound to misuse yourself, which kills your 12th house. Guys, and once your 12th house is dead, you're dead. Once your 12th house is dead, you're dead. When you can't use yourself, when your knees are not functional, you're dead. You can't do anything. You become useless. When you become a useless vessel, now you become a menace to people who are useful to themselves. Start becoming a menace to people who are useful to themselves because you have an issue with the fact that you can't use yourself. Now you have an issue with the people who are using themselves. You become a demon to people who are using themselves. So guys, please make sure you desire yourself. When you desire yourself, you will be able to see yourself and then use yourself. When you use yourself, that's how you know yourself. Like for example, me, if I desire myself and then I use myself in modeling and then I find out, I don't even like it, I leave it. When you use yourself is when you know yourself. But for you to use yourself, you must desire yourself. After you desire yourself is when you say, oh, let me take this product of my ancestors to the runway. Let me take this product of my ancestors to med school. Let me take this product. And then you get there when you are now seeing yourself and when you're now using yourself, now you get to know yourself. You go to the Achilles heel. When you know yourself, now you get to believe in that self that you know. 12th house, 12, which are the 12 houses? Isis, please, can you answer him if you can? Now, the cheapest and the easiest antidotes. Here are the antidotes for herpes. Here are the antidotes for herpes. Clean and cheap. But the self-healing is cheap. Self-healing is cheap. Moving away from disease is cheap. People who pay a lot of money to move away from disease are being lied to. They are attention seekers. They are people who do not want to heal. They just want to get, some shortcut. I will tell you that for free. Because trust me, people who want health, they go for health and they find it. When you see somebody like, I saw somebody tagging me in somebody's post that, oh my God, Swiri, help these ones. They're looking for I don't know, how do you call it? Menstrual problems or whatever. People who want to heal know where to find the medicine. People who don't want to heal, busy attention seeking. They like to scratch. They like to scratch their scars. They like to scratch kidonda. They want to look for other people. Misery loves company. They look for other people. They scratch their kidondas together and they live in that kidonda. They stay there. They glorify the fact that they are sick. They get their attention from that. No, don't think that everybody who is sick want to get well. Some people get sick for attention seeking, my friend. Some people manifest sickness just so other people can give them attention. You don't know people. You don't know people. Ya Mungu ni mengi. Ya Mungu ni mengi, and this is the reason why all doctors are always told before you heal someone. But our doctors nowadays are very unethical. Philosophical doctors were told before you give anybody medicine, ask them if they are willing to give up the things that made them sick. Are they willing to give up the things that made them sick? Because people don't. Yeah, you people, you have not dealt with people who are sick. Not everybody who is in the hospital bed want to get well. Some people are in the hospital bed to punish their parents. Some people are in hospital beds to blackmail their partners. You don't know people. You don't know the length human beings are willing to go to get attention. You don't know. So I will always say, I know people who want to get well. People who want to get well, even the universe will conspire for them to meet healers. And they will meet healers and they will get well and they will learn from their situations. People who don't want to get well, oh my God, a healer will be living next door. A healer will be living next door and they will act like they don't see them. They are blind. Let them languish in their sickness. They like it. Leave them. Don't think that everybody wants to go to heaven. Some people have no business going to heaven. They only want attention. There are things they want from this world. Let them have them. Let's continue. Now, the cheapest and the easiest antidotes, because diseases are very easy to heal. Diseases are very easy to heal. It's just that it takes consistency, patience, perseverance. You have to want to heal. Now, the cheapest and the easiest antidotes for herpes are this one: adventure. Remember, herpes, it affects your thighs. Your thighs is what you use to walk. Adventure. Your thighs, whenever you are adventuring, adventurous people, they don't have thigh problems. People who have thigh problems are people who love to sit in there. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to see themselves. They don't want to see the world. Remember, you are the universe experiencing itself in human form. When you see the universe, you're seeing yourself. So people who have thigh issues, they don't want to see anything. Oh. They don't want to see themselves. They don't want to see anything. They want to sit and be blind. And I'll tell you this, if you know you have herpes, adventure is calling you. You have to be intentional about seeing the planet, seeing the environment you live in, and how you feel about it. Number one, herpes is calling you to adventure, because the only reason why you have herpes is because you failed to adventure into yourself. So you must now be intentional about traveling, and traveling does not cost money. You can travel around your village, my friend. Just walk around your village. Cover the circumference of your village. Start there. Remember, when you walk, the way appears. Start from where you can. I know some people, when I say about traveling, they're now thinking, but I don't have flight money. You don't have any excuse. As long as your thighs are shaking, you're doing the work. As long as thighs are shaking, you are doing the work. Now travel, see different cultures and places around your village, country, or even continent if you can. Yes. You must be an adventurous spirit. Herpes is for people who are not adventurous. If you're a Sagittarius, you are not supposed to be catching herpes. If you have herpes as a Sagittarius, you are a failure to your bloodline. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Now engage in a lot of lower body exercises. You see this thing that South Africans like doing, like these things that Africans do, you think they are uncivilized. Africans are lazy. Africans, we don't like to do too much work for results. And it's true, we are lazy. We don't like to do too much work for results because they are shortcuts. If me using myself only entails me shaking my knees, why would I go to work? If me being successful only entails my 12 houses being successful, why would I use another way? Why would I go to Harvard? Africans Shortcut. Africans love shortcuts. We are the most shortcut people on the planet because we use our body to heal. We use our body to do everything. The 12 tribes of Israel, that is where everything is. Some people, they think they have to go to Europe to succeed. No, in Africa, an African will only tell you, shake your body from your head to toe, and then you will see your life fall into place. Fall into place. And this is an assignment. I've not forgotten my students. My students, this is an assignment that I gave you. There are some students that I gave this assignment of shake parts of your body every day, the way I told you, from Monday to Monday. And then see how your life is going. Shaking your body shakes the DNA. Shaking your body shakes the DNA. So for example, herpes, you need to shake your thighs. I don't know how you will shake them. I don't know whether you'll get a vibrator to make sure that your thighs are always shaking. But remember that you seeing yourself, just like I told you, it is embedded. How to awaken your self-vision DNA is to shake your thighs. Your thighs have junk DNA that will awaken the moment you start shaking them. If you want to know yourself, it is embedded on your Achilles heel. You always see Luos. The Luos in the house here. You always see those Luo raw people, they're always like this. Shaking the Achilles heel. Always shaking the Achilles heel. And they can go long distances. Just doing this. Shaking the Achilles heel, shaking the Achilles heel. When you shake your Achilles heel, you are already tapping into your self-knowledge, my friend. So why would you go to school? Why would you go to school? Somebody who is, and I will tell you this. Some people will not believe me. Right now in Kenya, there is a guy who is a Kamba guy. He is Kamba. This guy who has sung "Congratulations to my fancy." That guy, he did not set foot in school. All he does is shake his ass. And I'm telling you, he's going to go far. He's going to go far than people who went to med school. He's going to go far than people who went to engineering and piloting schools. Why? Because he's shaking his confidence. And he's a man. And he's a man. And in this world, confidence is among the big five. I told you who the big five were. He's already shaking his confidence and he's already moving crowds right now. You don't need to go to Harvard in order for you to move crowds and get your money and live your adventurous life. Shake the parts of the body that needs to be shaking. If you need to support yourself, just go the Ethiopian way. Go the Ethiopian way. Shake your neck and make sure that your neck is strong, and you will see. Because do you know what the white man does? The white man made sure that even our dances, we were not dancing anymore, because he knew that our secrets were in our dances. The moment they make sure that your neck is weak, and that is where they target the most. Your neck is where they target the most. When your neck is weak, your head will separate from your body and you're dead. So your self-support, guys. Self-support. Self-support. And especially Africans. Africans, you must support yourself, or nobody's going to support you. You see, the Europeans, they support themselves so much that Taylor Swift does not even have to post herself. She's already being posted by she's so supported. Africans, we don't have that. And you must know, a lot of our ancestors' necks were cut. Self-support is not there. So you must support yourself from your own level, first of all. This is even the reason why it is so hard for African artists to even, go to bigger lengths, because of self-support. And our African artists think that you can have the same support that Taylor Swift have. You will never have, because their ancestors are intact from up to 12 centuries. A lot of us were cut. A lot of us were cut. A lot of our necks were cut. A lot of our necks were cut. So when you see me, even me, I'm always supporting myself. You must. You have no option. You have no option. You either support yourself or your neck is cut. Your neck is cut. And remember, your self-support is where your money is. Your self-support is where your money is and where your voice is. So you must be consistent and be very intentional about supporting yourself. And don't let anybody bar you from supporting yourself, because we have a lot of zombies in Africa. People who cannot support themselves, they want others to not support themselves, because misery loves company. Don't let anybody interfere with your work. Quote, Africans, quote. Be vigilant. Be vigilant. If somebody dares to interfere with your self-support, quote, my friend. Don't even joke with people. And when you take people to court, ask for big money. take people to court for billions. Mimi, if you joke with me, I will take you to court and I will drain your entire lineage. I will make sure that you guys are poor up to the 7th generation. I will ask you for money that you will not be able to give me, even after you've sold all the land, all your ancestral lands. So don't joke with people, because that's how Europeans are. Albedos, they don't joke. You joke and they literally slaughter you alive. When you see their systems of punishment, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. So don't joke with people. Don't joke with people when people come to joke with your self-support. Our self-support here, we only have one. Like me, I only have to support myself. Like literally, we support ourselves. In Africa, we stand on our own. We don't have parents. Europeans, they have parents. You find Billie Eilish is supported by the entire world. Everybody's happy behind her back. Her music, she's supported in that music. She's supported in production. She's being supported in costuming, in fashion. She's being supported in venue. Everything she's supported. Africans, not even one. And if you are an African, you don't know that life is a DIY project. You will know soon. As Africans, nobody's going to support you. I'll tell you for free. Get into it. Get into it, because I'm telling you, they will not support you, and especially the albedos. When you carry black excellence, they want nothing to do with you. Albedos, when you carry black excellence, they want nothing to do with you, and the writings are on the walls. Look at Africans who are excellent. We are busy making it on our own. Nobody is coming to make it easy for you. Nobody's. In fact, when they want to work with us, they even want to pay us less. These albedos, they want to work with us. They want to pay us. They don't want to support you. They don't want to support you. Somebody's saying they support Tyler because Tyler is one of theirs. Tyler is one of theirs. That is why they are now saying that Tyler is the best musician from South Africa that they've ever seen. Haven't we seen better music from South Africa than Tyler's? Haven't we seen? But right now they're busy saying, oh, Tyler is the best South Africa has ever had. In fact, the genre she's even singing is not even South African. Didn't we have Sarafina in South Africa? Haven't we had better music, better vocals, sacred vocals from South Africa? But they've made it nowhere. And then Tyler comes with, make me say, make me, and then she's taken everywhere. Ask yourself why. Is her music paying any homage to the South African roots? No. It is only supporting the white South Africans, the colored South Africans are the ones who can relate. But the sacred South Africans, there's nothing about Tyler that is sacred in South Africa. So when she's being supported by Europe, it's because she's their blood, my friend. She's theirs. So no, see things the way they are. As an African, if you know you are an excellent African, support yourself. You must awaken the buffaloes. The buffaloes are in African Serengeti. They are in African Serengeti. Awaken them within yourselves. Because when you awaken the buffaloes are unruly. The buffaloes are wealth that cannot be controlled by anybody. Right now, Europeans have their wealth, but it can be controlled by the people. The people say that we are not buying Starbucks. Starbucks is dead. The people saying we are not buying Balenciaga. Balenciaga is dead. But the type of wealth that comes from Africa, it comes from the Serengeti totems. Meaning you awaken a buffalo type of wealth within yourself. Nobody will ever come and say that, oh, we need to cancel Nyar Kano's wealth. We need to make sure that Nyar Kano does not. If my wealth is buffalo totem, you will not be able to do anything about it. You will not be able to do anything about it. And those are the types of wealth that Africans need to have. And our ancestors are making sure that those are the type of wealth that we have because they want us to make it alone. In Europe, when you look at Beyonce having a concert, that concert of Beyonce, know that was sponsored, first of all. There are people who are waiting for that man. That money comes out from Beyonce's concert and it is being divided among so and so and so and so and so and so. In Africa, we're going to have the type of wealth where it comes out and it's yours. Yours! Nobody's going to control you. European wealth. Me, I have been. Like literally, I was part of the Project X. Guys, a European man will give you money and he will want to make sure that they see where it is going. They make sure that there are things you cannot buy with that money. They make sure that that money you cannot use it to help yourself. In fact, most of the time they give you money. Oh, you want money to do surgery? It is there. Oh, you want money to start a business back in Africa? No, it is not there. Oh, you want money to travel to Europe? It is there. Oh, you want money to rent a house in Europe, a very expensive house? It's there. Oh, you want money to go start agriculture in Africa? It is not there. That is the type of money that they have. It is not buffalo. It is not the buffalo totem because it is control. It is blood money. If you want true good money, a lot of you are going for that money. You don't know that money is not good money. Not all money is good money. Some money you get into it and you lose your wings. So stay in Africa and go for the buffalo totems. Get money that nobody will control you over. Those are the buffaloes in Serengeti. Those are the buffaloes in Serengeti. Leave Tyler. So many people are behind her. So many people. Do you want to have money where so many people are behind you? By the time you're going home with 10%. What the fuck is that? Don't fall for the European hula baloo. Don't fall for it. It is an illusion. There's no freedom there. And they leave it on eggshells so much that when the public decides, they're gone. The public decides they're dead. They can be cancelled anytime. That is not a buffalo wealth. That is not a buffalo wealth. Do you guys know wealth? Wealth was the type of wealth that Mansa Musa had. Mansa Musa had wealth. His wealth that he made from his knowledge of astrology. Nobody could control it. So have wealth that cannot be controlled. Have wild wealth. Don't have chaos that you domesticate. Even when you're asking for wealth totem, don't go for cows that you can domesticate. Go for the wild animals in Serengeti. Because your cows, you will eat them. Don't go for wealth that you will eat and then it is over. Go for wealth that is wild animal that runs around and that can defend itself. Wealth that can defend itself, wealth that can hunt on its own. Don't go for wealth that you domesticate and then tomorrow you've killed, it is gone. Don't. Anyway, let's continue. Let me continue. I'm almost done, actually. I'm almost done. So I was saying the cheapest and the easiest antidotes, first of all, for herpes. Adventure, see the environment you live in and how you feel about it. Now travel, see the different cultures and places around your village, country, or even continent. Engage in a lot of lower body exercises. Engage in a lot of lower body exercises from your thighs going down. Engage. Shake that part of the body, guys. If you want to truly heal, people who want to truly heal, you're going to do this. I'm telling you, do that for 3 months. You're going to start seeing changes in your life. Lower body. Do a lot of exercises that entail lower body. And I would advise you to do the African ones. Lower body dances are a lot in Nigeria, South Africa. Do such kind of lower body works. Things that make your leg dance. Now, why is prayer important? I'm going to tell you also pray. Normalize prayer, guys. A lot of people, you think that prayer is not a must. A lot of people think that rituals are not a must. If you know the type of ritual the Vatican conducts against you, if you know the type of witchcraft the Vatican has put against, if you know the type of veils the Vatican has put, you will pray every day. You will pray every day. Now, why is prayer important? Energy once created cannot be destroyed. Energy once created cannot be destroyed. So the exact space you want to currently... Let me start. Why is prayer important? Because this is the last antidote. It's very cheap. Prayer is very cheap. Why is prayer very important? Energy once created cannot be destroyed. The exact space you want is currently being occupied by something else in the upside down. Guys, remember, energy once created cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted. All the kingdoms that Africans had, they are still there. All the kingdoms that were present in ancient Africa that were put to ashes by Albedos. They did not kill those kingdoms. They only killed them in Africa, but they have them. They went and arose the towers in their own countries. So those kingdoms are still there because energy once created cannot be destroyed. So know that as an African, when you want a particular kingdom, somebody else is already occupying it. Now listen to this properly. Why is prayer important? The energy once created cannot be destroyed. The exact space you want is currently being occupied by something else in the upside down. You win, that thing they lose. Their loss, however, should never be your business. Only your win should be your business on this planet. Know that even as a fashion designer, anytime your fashion house is rising, somebody else's fashion house is falling. Any space that you want on this planet is currently being occupied by another entity. So anytime you take it, that entity, it falls. But their falling should never be any of your business. Let them fix that with the planet. When you take something like, for example, me, I'm going to take this Vatican and turn it upside down. When I turn it upside down, the Vatican is going to fall. But should that be my business? No. The falling of the entity you are replacing should never be any of your business. Your business should only be winning, winning, winning. You winning, you winning. Why? Because death and rebirth are intertwined. That's how you kill trypophobia. That's how you kill trypophobia. A lot of Africans, you are like, oh my God, but if I occupy this space, somebody else is going to be homeless. Don't give a fuck about anybody else. You feel aligned with the space. You feel you deserve to ethically occupy the space. Occupy that space. Work towards occupying that space. Even if it is already occupied by somebody else, take it and don't give a fuck. Because that's how you kill trypophobia. Trypophobia is your awareness that death and rebirth are intertwined. For something to be alive, something has to die. For a child to be born, the vagina must crack. For a seed to sprout, the ground must open. For something good to happen, something bad must happen to somebody else. It's the 6-9 rule. But a lot of Africans, we fail because we are taking care of, we are caring more about the other person than we care about ourselves. Care more about yourself and don't give a fuck about other people. Whoever is occupying the space you're supposed to be occupying, let them drink water. Let them drink water. It's not your job. You are not there. You don't know how their ancestors obtained that shit. Maybe your ancestors were the one who were killed for them to obtain that. So the moment you start obtaining and you see that you are swallowing somebody else's space, swallow that space without mercy, my friend. That's how you kill trypophobia. If you cannot embody that knowledge that energy once created cannot be destroyed, you'll never move. Trypophobia will interfere with you, will interfere with you, will interfere with you. You'll never move. So you must always just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself and take your kingdoms. As long as you're not hurting anyone, you are not physically hurting anyone. You just want your things. You just want things for yourself. You're just asking your ancestors, give me my things, so give me my things. You know, some of you will ask your ancestor, give me my thing, or and then your ancestor will go and say, give that back here. The owner has asked for it. You take. You take. Because what is the point of you being alive if you don't want your thing? You are better off dead, my friend. What is the point of you being alive if you don't want your things? Just because somebody else has it, you must not take your things. Ask your ancestors for your things. And then move on. As long as you've not touched anybody, you've not killed anybody, you've just prayed and gone on your knees and asked for your things, take your things. Anyway, another thing. Bearing. As an African, put your bearing within yourself. Don't have it because you want people to see you with it. Don't ask for it because you want people to see you with it. Ask for it because it is your essence. It is what you feel like you will be fully satisfied doing on this particular planet. That's how you get your kingdoms back. Don't go with the bearing of Europe. Somebody's asking me, how do we pray? I'll tell you. And I'm seeing you're one of mine. Europeans will always adjust the goalpost, guys. The moment you start going with the bearing of Europe, that you want the things that Europeans are having, they are having illusions. Illusions. When you see the way Europeans live like slum people in Africa. Europe is a slum. It is a slum that is being sold on mainstream media as heaven. It is a slum, guys. Even the size of their houses, a slum. The level of the standard of living, a slum. And the moment you start walking to, they live in a slum, but very high standards. Very high money. The money is very high. The money is very high. So I would advise as an African, earn money in Europe, but live and spend in Africa. Have money in Nyako, I will say. Have money in Europe, but live and spend in Africa. You will live like a king. The money they have. The standard of living, bottom of the barrel, my friend. Bottom of the barrel, I will tell you. And Europe is becoming worse every day. So when you start following their goalposts, they always shift it. So if you put your goal towards Europe and follow their ideologists, prepare for Squid Game, where they adjust the goalpost every time you hit it. Africans will always hit the goalpost. Nyako, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Africans will always hit the goalpost. Put the goalpost here, Africans will hit it. Put it here, Africans will hit it. Put it here, Africans will hit it. But Europeans, that's what they do. They put it now, get a degree, and then you will live your dream life. You get that degree. You find out that, oh, degrees are too much now. Get your masters, you will live your dream life. You get that masters. Oh, they've pushed it. And they will push it until they'll tell you that now you have to become a white person for you to succeed in life. Africans, if you continue, you are going to get to a point where you are being told, now you must become a white person in order for you to succeed in life. You will never hit European goals. So you'd rather go to your goals. Go to your own goals. You will never hit European goals. That's one thing I'll tell you for free. Anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of this particular live. What is the Israeli? I don't know. I've not seen the Israeli flag. But anyway, that brings me to the end of this particular live. And as usual, as we did last week, I'm going to give chances for my moderators to bring people here to ask questions. So, but my moderators, don't bring people who have not subscribed. Only bring people who have subscribed, because I don't want to deal with unknown. So, my moderators, if there's somebody who wants to ask a question, just bring people who have subscribed only. Somebody has asked me how to pray. If you want to pray, know where God is. Know where God is. God is in you. God is your skin. God is within yourself and your ancestors, those who came before you. The closest to God that you have is your mother. Your mother is the closest to God that you have. Your mother that gave birth to you. Your mother that gave birth to you is the closest to God that you have. If she's dead, the better for you. If your mother is dead, the better for you. Because now ISIS is with you. ISIS is with you. So guys, if you want men, if you want God, look to your mother and the ancestors that came before you. Women, if you want God, it is yourself and your mother. That's all I'll tell you now. You can pray in whichever way you want. You can pray using whatever dialect you want, but just know where God is. Know where God is. Don't start praying to God of the Vatican. Africans, they worship that Pope, that old ugly Pope. God's people are not ugly like that. I will tell you for free. God's people do not age like that. Me, I will tell you for free. People who are in close proximity with God do not age the way the Pope is aging. They do not age like that, my friend. They do not look ugly like that. They do not look emaciated like that. So if you are worshiping the Pope, you are lost. You are lost like a dog. Anyway, I will give my people here a chance to ask the questions that they need to ask.
Hi, Swiri.
Hi, Moon, my dear.
How you doing? Thank you for
I'm
the
fine,
laugh.
thank you.
Thank you. It was really great to listen to you. I live here in the US,
Yes.
but I really dislike US. And I know that the money here is good, so
I can't hear you properly.
I'm sorry. Wait. Let me find a solution.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back after.
Okay, somebody else. Happy something or someone. I'm seeing two people here.
Hi, Swiri. Thank you for So I just wanted to ask you something. I've been trying to connect with my ancestors and I've been talking to them, but I haven't really seen any results. So,
Who are you, first of all? Where do you hail from? Who are your ancestors?
I am actually Indian, but I live in Indonesia. So I've never really met my mother's family as well. So I don't know. So I'm just praying to Indian ancestors.
Okay, so first of all, that is what the problem is. The fact that you are not aware of who your ancestors are. So you're saying, I've been praying to my ancestors and they're not answering. But then when I ask you who are your ancestors, you really don't know. So you need to align, first of all. You need to align with your ancestors before you even start praying to them.
By align.
And I'll talk with you more about that in class. Somebody else, please.
Hello?
Yes, just done.
Awesome. I just wanted to know if this live was recorded.
Aki Mrs. Kiwatu. I don't know whether it's my... Oh, shoot. Hello? I can't hear you. I don't know why.
I see she has muted.
Okay, I've unmuted myself.
Hey, Nyako has subscribed. Nyako has subscribed. Guys, ebu subscribe. Ebu subscribe to Nyako.
I just wanted to know if today was recorded.
Nyako, welcome to my community so much, bana. Mimi nakupendanga bure tu. Na tutatembea sasa pamoja. Mimi nakwambia, wanjo uot Nyako, wanjo uot. Towa uot along the Milky Way. Towa bro choko kumwadi. I'll tell you that for free. Thank you so much. Aya, somebody who is talking to me, niongeleshe.
Hello. Hi, Swiri.
Hello. Hi.
Nakupenda
pia.
Yes, you were saying your mother is your God.
Yes.
But what if your mother is the one sending a text to you?
So let me tell you the reason why I say your mother is your God.
Yes.
First of all, you must know our spirituality. You see this spirituality that is called Christian? They copied our essence. How did they copy our essence? When you go to Christianity, they tell you that Mary is the mother of Jesus, right?
Yeah.
And they tell you that Jesus is the one we should be following. But that is not the truth.
No, your consciousness. Your consciousness.
Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
The truth is that Isis is the mother of Horus. Okay, what does this mean? Isis, I cannot hear. Guys.
I'm listening.
Okay, so listen. So,
yeah.
It wasn't Adam that was created and then Eve. It was Eve that was created and then Adam came out of the ribs of Eve.
Yes.
And you look at me like this, and I'm just going to tell you, right now we are in the age of Aquarius, the age of knowing. Let nobody tell you to believe without logical proof. Right now when I'm sitting here, if I am pregnant, my child is going to come, my ribs are going to cover that child. Is it true or false?
It's true.
When a woman is pregnant, a child comes out of the ribs of a woman. So it means that story, you need to turn it upside down, and it was Eve that was created first, and then God decided to create Adam out of the ribs of Eve.
Yeah.
So the woman was the one who was created first. That is why in the beginning the world was dark until God said, let there be light. Now light is Horus. All right?
Yes.
Light is Horus. That is why Horus is the son of God. God is the planet, and then we have the sun here, up here, that is waking up every day to show on the world and then going to sleep every single night. So when you look at the story of Isis and Horus, you realize that it was Isis, the woman, the females of the world that were created first, and then the males came second in the image and likeness of the woman. So the man, when you read like the Great Cosmic Mother book, you realize that the penis is called phallus, and the reason why the penis was created was for divine authority and rulership, to protect women and children and the environment. That was the work of Horus. Horus was created by Isis to protect the women, children, and the environment. Are you getting my point? So,
yes, I'm getting your point.
So Isis is the great mother of all. Isis is the Eve gene, and she's black.
Yes.
The black woman has mothered entire humanity, the whole of humanity. So when you're praying to God, when you want to
you're praying to the black woman,
closest to Isis, the spirit of Isis. And if the spirit of Isis is not present in your mother, then go for it in the cosmos. Go for it in the darkness, in the cosmos. The woman, the moon, or Shun. All right?
Yeah.
But if it is present in your mother, then seek it within your mother. Because a lot of African mothers, they have the spirit of Isis within them on default. But then there are certain women who they have not empowered it within them. So they don't also have it because they are lost. The Vatican witchcraft, they are lost. But the woman, the black woman is the very imitation of God. And the black man is the very imitation of Horus, the sun. Daily beings. You work every day. You work every day to make the world a better place. You work every day, and your strength gets renewed every day to make the world a better place. But women, our strength gets renewed every month. We cannot work every day. We have to work every month, like once a month. Women, you are daily. That's why you are the sun. You run by the cycle of the sun. Yes.
I have a last question. You know the Vatican, you know?
Yes.
They took their place with a lot of murder and killing. So, but you right now, you're taking your place back also. But what if it requires you to also murder and kill like they did? Should you engage or not?
Now let me tell you, in my Luo, first of all, I will tell you who I am, first of all. I am a River Lake Nilotes. I'm Luo from Namibia. One thing that my ancestors always feed us from the time that we are young is, Gimitimo ne wadu, itimo ne ini won. The spirit of Ubuntu. Gimitimo word translates to any harm you cause to anything on the planet, you've caused it to yourself. Any harm you cause to anything on the planet, it doesn't matter whether that thing is in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, it doesn't matter whether that thing is in Australia, it doesn't matter. Any harm you cause, because we are the universe experiencing itself in human form. So when you destroy anything that is outside of you, you are automatically extending that destruction back to yourself. So one thing that I always say personally, you cannot change anything outside of you without first of all changing it within you. If you are having conflict with anything outside of you, you are already having conflict with it within yourself. So if you are capable of defeating it within yourself, you don't need to raise your hand outside. That is the power of ushirikina, quantum entanglement, this witchcraft that they are so against. It says that you do not need to fix problems in the physical, because no problem shows in the physical without it first appearing in the spiritual. So you must always prioritize fixing problems in the spiritual. And I usually teach my followers this. If you can fix it in your mind, you've solved it outside. And you don't need to resort to violence, ever. That is what witchcraft is all about. We don't fix things fighting in the field. We will fix it. If I fix it in my head, you will suffer outside and you will self-terminate. You will remove yourself without me coming to remove you. That's what it is. But now the catch here is time, patience. That is the reason why a lot of people, they resort to guns and swords, because they don't have the patience to wait for quantum entanglement ripple effect to hit.
Yes.
So it's always mathematics. You also have to know how Mars works. Like how long does it take for a ripple effect to come? How long does it take for the world to go around? Because what goes around comes back around. So the ego will make you fight, shortcut, take shortcut. But if you are truly somebody who is living for the greater good of you and everyone around you, you will wait for the dirt to take itself out, because the universe is self-cleansing, just like the vagina. The universe is constantly taking out discharge after every 12 years. After every 12 years, discharge is removed. Discharge is removed. So you have to be willing to wait for the universe to pee without you having to touch blood. Because the moment you kill someone outside of you, you've murdered something inside of you. Let the universe take it out. And he who lives by the sword dies by the sword. Me, I don't want to die by the sword. I want to live a peaceful enjoyment life. And that is what I'm going through. That's it, bro. Yeah. Yes. I will never tell you to go to violence. We black people, we've been painted as violent, but that is not who we are.
Yes.
We are not a violent people. In fact, we'd rather not. But we've been painted.
Yes. We would rather not, but these days I've been listening to Lucky Dube a lot, and all of these people were freedom fighters and they were killed. So if you love yourself, I don't think you would allow someone to come and kill you.
Yeah. But one thing you must know about our freedom fighters, most of them were male. A lot of freedom fighters that were killed in the field have been masculine people. And males are not so close to spirituality. And for the longest time, the white man was baiting our men, because they even made sure that African women no school. African women no school for a very long time. And by the time they wanted to work with the African men, because men are not so close to spirituality. But now we are at a point where now the revolutionaries that are coming out of Africa are spiritual women. And this time, the war has already been won, because as long as us spiritual women were at the forefront, nobody's going to kill anybody and nobody's going to win against Africa. That's what I will tell you for free. The likes of Thomas Sankara were killed because, men, masculine, it is always a destructive force, of which it was needed during that particular point in time. But us, right now, we are women. We don't have the might to fight. We will fight you in the spirit. By the time we arrive in the physical, you're gone. You're gone and forgotten. That's how it is. Intuition comes before memory. Good student. Wanjiru Wanjohi, thank you so much for subscribing. We are at 208 subscribers, guys. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. If Nyako has subscribed to me, sisi tumeenda. My friend, sisi tumeenda. One your worth wa walk with the endalaka water. In fact, I'm also going to subscribe to her. Now it's going to be back and forth, back and forth. Na si ndio? Kwanza uko hapa. Hebu niongeleshe for the first time.
Oh my goodness. Sweetie, ilelo. Hey.
Anta lelo kaka savio wada. Kaka savio. Dongine no ka lelo duaro.
You cannot get married.
Kwanza mimi ana married because I'm mama. Ana married because I'm mama dear. I don't get chuo manyalo deal koda. Okay. Unless
anyway, I love you. I discovered you on YouTube when you were narrating how you were raped. You remember?
Oh my God, yeah.
That is where I discovered you, and I think you are a very, very intelligent young woman. What happened to your figure 8?
Yeah, wakwani aonge figure 8 sani.
It's not there anymore. What happened?
Figure 8 for nitie maonge.
Yeah. You are eating too much.
No. Imagine figure 8 for nitie. An kono figure ni amaduaro. An figure moro mathindo kano kadwa. Okay. Let me tell you first of all, Nyako. Unajua mimi my body I've struggled with my body so much from the fact that I grew up in a family of very skinny people. You comprehend? My sister is very skinny, of which she also hates being skinny. And the reason why I was manifesting a skinny body yenye mlinipata nayo was because of the Eurocentrism.
Okay.
Me, first of all, growing up in Kano, growing up, like, literally even around us, I even had neighbors who were married to white men. So growing up, already, Nyaka aunties girl, they were always telling me, "Uyu ni bibi ya mzungu. Uyu ni bibi ya mzungu. Uyu ni bibi ya mzungu. Uyu ni bibi ya mzungu." So, when I used to ask, they would tell me that, "Oh, mwili ndogo, wazungu wanapenda mwili ndogo, wazungu wanapenda mwili ndogo." Kuna wane wa move ni yan. Oh, wane wazungu wa of which I even got to a place where I engaged with white people so much because that was the bearing I was given as a child. And truly, when I got to university, even my friends used to call me magnet ya wazungu. But I never really knew ni kwa nini mbona hawapendi hao wengine wenye ni wanono, mbona as me I'm being told that mimi ni magnet ya mzungu. So with time, just getting to study and also just getting involved with white people and dating them, I've dated them. For real, I've dated them. And that time, like, to me, it wasn't, like, mimi si bibi ya mzungu for real. Like, after dealing with the wazungu and nimedili now.
Because you know how I love this woman?
Oh my goodness.
I love her so much.
Moderate.
Mtoto wangu, I'm so sorry.
What's up?
Mtoto kidogo.
Moderator, yeah.
Oh my God. Moderator sana.
Asante sana. Nyako ako wapi? What is my moderators? What is happening? My moderator. Okay. Anyway. Moderators, what is nini may happen?
Something is up with your moderators.
My moderators.
Wambie waniache tu kidogo yawa.
Pod kikiachi babel. But anyway, Nyako wanyisi. Let me tell you, Nyako. Kuro anna nini jiwazungu makata nini, like the wazungu that I dated wada ginu wazunge maane beyo lakini hey, that was where I knew a lot of fuckery that is going on with our people, how they view our people and stuff like that. So I just started to shift away from that. And also when I was so skinny, like my mom doesn't like it when I'm skinny.
Okay.
So mi saizi mwili yangu venye unaniona sahi. Matiti nataka ikuje, nataka matako zikae vizuri. Alafu tunasonga hivyo. Imagine even I need the weight even to fight the battle that I'm fighting, the spiritual battles that I'm fighting. So me, I really love how I look right now. It might not look good to people, which me mutani samehea, but I asked my ancestors to give me the body that they would love for me to have. And even without eating, I've not even changed my diet or started eating or what. My body just started to swell according to how my ancestors would have preferred. And me, I like it like that. Aja tuengo, abro manandisora andisaka katade. Yes. Nata sikukuwa na matako anyako.
So where do you get all this wisdom?
Okay, so my wisdom is my life, the type of life that I've lived, which I never share with people that much, but it's just like the path that I've been put on. That is the path that have made me who I am, literally. The path that I've lived as an individual, the people I've interacted with, the places I've been, school, in experiences, adventures, or everything. That is what has given me the path that I am on, and I feel like I was created for it. So
yeah, you are very, 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 very wise, according to me. I've watched your sessions. Most of the time, I'm here with the pseudo. I don't even know how you found out that I'm here. I think somebody commented. Yeah, but
yeah, there was a time I remember you joined my live and somebody commented, and that's how I knew that you are here. Yeah. I also I watch your content, like I watch where unajua umejaa TikTok. So hakuna mtu mnakuona. So me, I usually just watch also. And the reason what I'll tell you Nyako, by the way, wangisia nisa. Another ngisia dear.
Yeah.
And that me, I don't know how you see. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how you see yourself. But anitie kaka neno ji. Tonitie kaka amba neno la. Ineno. And kaka nidonjo e TikTok ka. Na neni kaka nidonjo TikTok ka. In fact, nidonjo TikTok umekia mama no kinge kata ni idonjo nade. Like it was just, I don't know, you came from somewhere, certain people were after you. The way two people are always after you.
Yes,
so
from Facebook.
Kaka ni way for you page nite kaka ni donjo te kaka na ngei to bingeni na ngei nike ana work gidaya na Rose gide Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah. Ana ne Facebook for a very long time. Makoro mana work Facebook makoro donjo TikTok and then later on tabiro ta neni but kana Facebook to noka neni ganana noka mana Lady Jacqueline geni.
Okay.
Dana geni mabeki njoko mangei. And then wewe sikuwa nimekuona nikakuona for the first time on TikTok. To wangisi hata hapo ngisi managadia. Makaka na neni TikTok angeyo jo bigani jo luogi jo wuoth. Jo luo wan jo wuoth. To wuoth kaka ngangisi nika wan jo wuoth akia like okadwa ni ngie ni ati ni wan wali safari hapana. Wan jo wuoth ma wuotho e piny kaka day venye siku zinasonga kaka wa wuoth e piny. To nitie kuomwa ma jo luogi kaka wantie ni ma oseket kumoro achiel ma kama wa wuotho kaka ineni wuotho no tamba wuotho kon.
Yes.
Kaka ineni wuotho no amba wuotho kon. And every time maneni ga kata anything me go through on TikTok ni ananeno ga kaki wuotho no you wuotho kari kanye e kaka amba wuotho kara kato nitie kuma wadhi.
Yeah.
Iwinjo gima wacho? Nitie kuma wadhi ma samoro pengine uamini pengine niketse moka winjo wakiwacho kata ni ituo ama sijui idwa give up or whatever. And sije mi wacho ga gikailago I just know that kila mtu ako na njia yake na njia ni tough. Hata mimi niko na vitu zenye napitia zenye ni tough, okay? But wewe sasa unapitia mbele ya kila mtu anaona. But angisi nitie kuma wadhi yeto.
You know, I'm the focal point of Kenyan TikTok, which really irritates me, you know.
It shouldn't. But again, you irritate ni the type of energy ma work from nini to ingema ler ni ya seche mi donje Kenya ni ngeni idonje vibration ka Kenya ndi vibration mane vibration be rise nyako vibration rise it will not be like this forever. You just have to persevere, but things are going to change. To onego mani imako mana kamibeteno. Kamine ni beteno. Idhiket kanyo. Lakini hawaku qualify kuwekwa hapo. To nitie gimomiyo in moketi kanyo. Tato gimomiyo in moketi kanyo no tasega anene all the time makata in down, makata in up, makata in kanyo penja gazi tebo ni. Ito in iti support nyako ni. Nyaka ana support nikech ang'e ni in jawuoth, tan jawuoth. So it comes from our ancestors and it is bigger than we are. It is bigger than we are. And gimanyalo ng'isi ni mak kami makono. Makata idumbori e chuodho. To mak kumi mako nyako. To mak kumi mako to organize your house. Kakine ni dhino. Nyiji mabeyo mobet kodi. To nyiji maricho mobet kodi ti goal. To ji mabeyo mobet kodi ni support to dhigo mbele. Nikech mbele ka nitie gik moketnwa. Miwinjo ka ni osimbowa. Anyalo chako donjo e preaching kae. Lakini hata nyalo ng'ise niya. Mak kumi makono. Even those people are telling me to speak in English. This one is my person from my ancestors' line. I don't need to speak to her in Luo. And whatever I'm telling her is just between me and her. Iwinjo nyako gima wacho ni wuoth tek. Lakini mak kami makono. To dhimbele utaona rewards. Kata ambe ubro neno rewards mag ng'ato ka ng'ato. Itaonekana mbele ya kila mtu. Chieng' ma isidho ji osimbo. To simbo mar ng'ato ka ng'ato to nenen. Osimbo mar ng'ato ka ng'ato to nenen. Lakini makio makata tek mana malich manade. An seche moko lemo niga nyaka. Makata kiaya. Seche moko lemo niga nyaka. Ana maki piny kuchocho chini ya maji.
Wow, thank
nitie
you.
jok momaki gi malo juu ya maji to nitie jok momaki gi chini ya maji. Mak kumi makono to kiki we.
Thank you.
Idhigo mbele. An mano kende mawacho.
Hi, Swiri.
I came for a little advice and a little wisdom. Asante sana. So wacha nishuke.
Sawa.
Hi, Swiri.
Swiri now.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Ada
Nada
wuoyo
na
ng'ata
Rose.
chielo. Diana wachna kuma wae mabor.
Nabiro mana mosi kende. Ng'eni pok ayudiga live.
Kawuono ere yud. An adhiga live mana sama tin to be awuok nikech an apuonjo koni owada.
Ang'eni puonjo iti maber. Like amor ahinya kuom neno kaka ang'e wuodhi, so I appreciate kama ichope.
Ama ng'e wuodhi, tang'e wuodhewa. To wadhi uru mana mbele wada. Wadhi uru mana mbele.
Anyiso ga ji kae ni ing'eni wan kaka nyiluo, nitie ga chi moro manomiwa ma wan go.
Nasindio.
Wan ga gi chi kabisa, to chi no be momiyo ji yware e TikTok kae. Ing'eni mano e be gima ji kia. It is necessary for growth.
Nikech ng'ato ka ng'ato nyaka ng'e kuma koro mako Diana. Wachomo kama koro. Listen. Wachomo kama koro dhapwa ok dhi bedo kindwa. Wachomo kama koro dhao dhi wuok malo. To kata sani kama ineno wantie ni. Dhao wuok malo lakini gin dhao mapok waneno. Pod ok wanene.
Losore, pangore. Donge, pangore.
Ka gidonjo piny ka, to nego beni oyudo uku unusetieko dhepeu. Ji otieko
Dara koro le.
Gomba nao ndio wapata nao. To wana wasegombana e Facebook giri kuchocho. But ji otiek dhepegi. Iwinjo ji otiek dhepegi nikech dhao mabiro. Okoyot Diana nikech mwandu mabiro nwa. Mana TikTok ka. En mwandu makoro didwaro ni ji oti gi wigi. To didwaro ni ji oket pesa gi kuonde monego be ni konyogi. To didwaro ni mondo wane ma wadhi gero Afrika. Wane ma wadhi gero Kenya to wadhi wuok nyaka oko ma wagero Afrika. To donge. Kwanza in kaka neni ga gi nini. Following up mar kot weche kot gibiro. Weche kot gibiro mang'eny gineno.
An sani ada ywe, an adwa dhi katedo.
Let's just practice.
I don't get a motedo, but I'm very proud of you because I know your journey. Kaka nichako, ang'eyo. Koro, I'm very, very proud of you because you started, and let me tell you, I'm not gonna lie to you. The first time I came to TikTok and I saw what you're doing, I sat back. I think I sent you a message, but ngeni no kineno nikech ji mang'eny mapani oro ni messages, and I thought you didn't even know it was me. But I get your journey and I understand it, and I have so much respect for the growth that you have achieved and everything that you're teaching. I think I remember the last time nonego beni wawuoyo kuom kaka mine gin gi dendwa gi Africa
Yes,
gi
yes,
yes
yes.
our bodies and how we
Jionego
connect.
puonji nyaka about sexuality giri. Jionego puonji nyaka about, we just need to open our eyes and open our mouths and open our ears so that we know who we are before we proceed. Because
Koro
wazungi to kwatida ogombele kae to gin ging'ere to wan jowa okiare mang'eny.
ing'e ni nitie puonj moro ma nyiluo ok ong'eyo tinyisogi ga pile, watemo wachoga gino pile, ji penjoga e TikTok ka niya kata e mbui ni ang'o momiyo nyiluo emoheroga dhawo kendo giyware ga kabisa, ing'eyo gisik giwachoga ni joluo ohero dhawo kendo joluo ohero gore kendo gihero yware, lakini ing'eni they don't understand our history.
Yes,
They
yes.
don't understand the history of the Luo women and where we come from and what we've been through. Kapo nono ginyalo bet piny ma gichiko itgi gi understand gik ma dendwa kaka nyiluo osepitia dendwa tek
Nikech
kabisa.
kata gik ma wapitia, kata gik mane mine wa wapitia gi chuo luo. It's not, it's
Nikech
not,
ing'e ni
they
ineno
are
kaka joluo
traumatized women.
gimoro amora ni itieko e dendwa. Kaka obed ter itieko gi dend dhako. Obed sama ji dhi pono e puotho itieko gi dend dhako. Ka ng'ato dwa gedo nyaka nind gi dhako. Kidwa yiero lowo kamigede nyaka nind gi dhako. Ka onge nyathi madichuo, dhako emiyanyo. Nyathi kok ywag e dala, dhako emiyanyo kata dichuo ema nigi tabu. Ka ng'ato tho e dala, dhako emikuong par noneko. Koro gik mang'eny ma wasepitia kaka nyiluo miyo samoro wan gi lit e chunywa, kendo lit ma kata minewa gi minewa nopitia, litno gi mirimano osudo from family to family, generation to generation. Ineno? Koro ing'e ni gino e gimoluwowa. Koro ing'e ni kaka watemo pogore gi gini nikech ng'enywa wan jok ma koro samoro wadonje skul, wasomo, wapuonjore. Ing'e koro wang'i chako yawore, wiyi chako bedo mayot. Ichako puonjori gik piny, tichako tegori gi gik piny matin. Koro the realization ema kelo conflict. Koro kanyo emomiyo koro waywarega. Sama koro wawuok ni warweny. Tigol lweny matek ka gimidwa nego wadu. Iwinjo?
Lweny is necessary. Lweny is necessary because Diana, one thing that a lot of people don't understand is that violence or anger is the emotion that comes naturally when a boundary has been crossed. It is natural. Like literally the violence that Luo women possess, even me, I have it in me. And it is the anger that comes naturally when a boundary is is crossed. Na kama boundary imekuwa crossed, in a way, for you to defend yourself, then you must release that anger. That is the only way you defend yourself when your boundaries are closed.
Yes.
So if tutagombana tu tutapatana na tutasonga mbele.
Pod ok bimono wacho ni wan joot achiel kendo ywaruok to nyaka lakini nitie moko ma samoro be wayware to wakalo mpaka. Iwinjo? To kata mana gi mago pod nyaka wapuonjre. Iwinjo? To nitie samoro ma be ywaruokno en ga puonj. Ywaruok bende kelo puonj. To mano e gima dagomb ne ji, lakini ka wadok chien kwang'iyo mos, adiera nyiluo wasepitia gik madongo kendo pod wapitia. Kochopo korka patriarchy ka, we are the bearers of the suffering. Yes, nikech kata nyiluo be ma ipimo gi nyiri marotenge ne kako rateng' ka jaluo. Kia sienda ne dongo ka sienda
richo kanyaluo.
Richo. Iwinjo?
But anyway.
wan wakale gik madongo, lakini an amor kodi kabisa. Ang'eni
Yeah.
kapo noni yudo nafas chieng' moro wabro go twak maber mondo walos kuom dendwa kaka nyiluo gi kaka dendwa
Yeah.
nigi teko mar kata kaka
Yeah.
wawuoyo gi piny, nikech wan nyithi lo. We are daughters of the soil.
We are the king
And
makers.
we are the
What
king
make
makers.
the kings when you
Hi,
want
Swiri.
Yeah. Mm.
Hi, I have a quick question about
Okay.
totems. I had.
Hey, my moderators.
They muted me. Not nice, but
My moderators, can you concentrate?
yes. So I was asking, you mentioned how someone can have too many totems that they don't know how to handle.
Yeah.
I had a relative that had that, and unfortunately, they didn't survive to the age of 30. But also, that was question number one. How do you handle that in yourself? And the second question is, can you have totems that don't get along?
Yeah. Now, let me tell you, when it comes to totems, is she here? Kwani she's left?
No, I'm still here.
Okay, so when it comes to totems, I feel like the land, totems, they translate to the land that you live in, of which the land is the body, okay? This land we walk on, it is directly translated to the body. That's why when you die, you get buried back to the land, so that they say you've gone back to the land. Now, the totems that are present in the land and what they're doing in the land, they're that is the exact same thing that they're doing in your body. Are you getting what I'm saying? So now, because of the mixing, okay, because of the mixing that people mix up, like you get somebody is Niloid, got married to Bantu, like people are mixing, the totems of people are constantly mixing. Now, you can find, because of the century that we live in, we are in the 21st century. Remember, a century like literally goes for years and years and years, from year 1 up to year 24. It's supposed to be up to year 24. Now, we are in the 21st. In the 21st century, there are people who have mixed up so much. And yes, certain puddings can be dangerous to the body. Moderators, Jamani, why are people talking, the people who are not supposed to be talking? Anyway, listen. So these totems, sometimes you can have totems that are that cannot coexist in one body. But then what you need to do is you need to activate. You have the ability to activate totems, just like you have the ability to deactivate totems within yourself. So if you know you have a totem that is not working for your highest good, like for example, you have let's say a dog totem. Let me just say dog. Now loyalty. And then you go live in a place where you being loyal to yourself would have you killed. Then it means that you will have to work towards deactivating this particular totem within yourself just for you to survive. And our ancestors did this. This is
And
what
that has actually been a
huge
huge problem for me, being in places where the totems are not.
Yes, you must know. You must know that as a lion, you cannot survive. You cannot go become a lion in the territory of crocodiles. Okay, you are only lion on land. When you go in water, the crocodile is the king. So you must always also know how to switch on and off your totems. You must always know how to switch on and off your totems. On my moderators, I'm not happy with you. Why are you guys putting everybody here all the time? People are talking, I'm talking. Why can't you just move slowly, guys? Because now you're distracting me. I'm trying to explain something. Somebody's making noise.
Please, before they cut me off again.
Hey, are you guys working together? Ama, what's going on?
Sorry, I've been cut off so many times. I've not been given the opportunity.
Hello?
What's happening in my moderation docket?
Hello?
I'm not even done with Naomi. Yawa.
Imagine, I'm still here.
What is going on with my moderators? Moderators, can you please put one person at a time and stop disconnecting people and connecting them and muting and unmuting? Hey. Anyway, Naomi, as I was telling you, you must always know, this is where shape-shifting comes in, okay?
Yes.
This is where shape-shifting comes in. You must always know when to shape-shift. Know when it is, when the totems are, you're supposed to work with them and when you're not. And transition accordingly, so that you don't end up using totems that conflict or totems that put you in danger at a place where you're not supposed to be putting them out, okay? Awareness is key.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, lady who's wear Kenya, yes, camouflage, yes. Changing, shape-shifting, yes.
Hello?
Oh, another.
Can I have two more people and then I'm done? Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes, yes, Mama Dot.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what other factors, if any, apart from how strong you're connected to your 12 houses, can affect that level of vibration pyramid? Are there any other factors that can affect it?
It is the 12 houses. Now we have 13 houses. The 13th house is the space, okay? This thing they call nothing. This thing they call zero. That is represented by the shape of the vagina. You know, the shape of the penis, it represents 1. The shape of the vagina, it represents 0. So that 0 is space. Space. Anything can come out of space. Anything can always come out of space, and everything is constantly always coming out of space. And the way you deal with it, the way you deal with space, determines everything. So apart from the 12 houses that are totally known, there's the 13th house that represents space. So anything can come out of space, okay? Anything can come out of space. So that is the 13th. The 13th is nothing, that nothingness, that darkness that can give birth to anything. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yes, sweetie, I'm back. Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, nice. Thank you. I just wanted to thank you for everything since I started your classes. I really learned a lot, and the lesson today too about the ties. I'm not a Sagittarius, but I have a Sagittarius moon, and I had issues with my ties, and I only realized this year because I went to a special kind of doctor who massaged me a lot, and he found a lot of tension in my thighs. And from what he told, the herpes, I had it from my mom. I love my mom. I look exactly like her. I love her body. She's beautiful to me, and I look exactly like her. But yeah, I have the facial herpes since I'm a kid, and really this lesson touched my heart, and I just wanted to thank you. I learned so much, and I will just keep on upgrading me. Thank you a lot.
You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. You're welcome. So anyway, guys, there's this girl that wanted to speak so much. I don't know whether she's still up here or she's been put down. The one that had a heavy voice. The woman that had a heavy voice. The lady that had a heavy voice. That has just was trying to talk and saying that I've been trying to talk but I was not being put. Is she up here so that she can talk? I feel like she needs to talk before I leave. Is she there?
Hello, I'm here finally.
Okay.
Thank
Sound.
God. Thank you very much. I've been listening to your teaching. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Grateful. I'm grateful for your teaching. I've learned so much listening to you these past couple of weeks. My question is, I'm not going to take too much of your time. My question is, how do you connect with your ancestors? And what's your thoughts on circumcision? Male circumcision. Of course, female circumcision out of the question. What's your thoughts on male circumcision?
So first of all, how do you connect to your ancestors? Your ancestors are within you. I always say they are in the junk DNA. Like literally your body is your ancestors. But as you raise in vibration, as you listen to it, It is your communication with your body. Do you do what the body is asking? If your body asks you, don't go out today, will you do it? If your body tells you, eat bread today, will you eat it? So that is literally how you connect to your ancestors, by going within yourself and listening to your body. Now, another thing you've asked about circumcision. Circumcision is a masculine occurrence, and mostly it was done among the Bantu males to preserve the seeds. So me personally, I don't really always hold so much weight towards the things that people choose to do with their bodies, because I feel like as long as you have an explanation from a personal level, then we are in a generation where we need to separate wheat from the chaff. If you feel like it is something that is resonating to your soul, then you go ahead and do it. Because even me, my ancestors used to remove the 6 lower teeth. But today, we don't remove them anymore because it is not necessary to do so. So there are certain things that our ancestors did during the time of survival that we don't need when we are thriving. So it is a personal responsibility for each and every individual to determine that for themselves, without peer pressure or following group work. If you feel like tattoos is okay, if you feel like stretching your ears like the Maasai is okay, if you feel like removing your 6 lower teeth is fine for you, do it from a personal resonance. But as an individual, anything that people choose to do with their bodies, I feel like it is a personal decision because it holds personal memories for them. So that's all I'll say.
Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Is it possible for ancestors of the same bloodline to be at war? So much. Ancestors of the same bloodline get into war more than other ancestors. And actually, your inability to move forward is always from your ancestors of the same bloodline. Why? Because the moment you become chosen to deal with the generational trauma of your bloodline, everyone who has not dealt with that, they are going to be against you because you're going to force them. The moment you do it for yourself, it echoes into infinity. It echoes into infinity. And so there are some people who are afraid of doing the work. So most of our opposition usually comes from our own ancestral lineages because they are not familiar with our path. So always prepare for that. Somebody's asking, how do I know where my ancestors come from? How do I know where my ancestors come from? From your mother, from your mother's mother, from your mother's mother's mother, from your mother's 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 mother's. Legacy is maternal. Lineage is maternal. You inherit mitochondrial DNA from your mother, and that is what is capable of running the world. Your father only gives you the pattern. So look into your maternal DNA. That's where most of the juice is. So anyway, guys, I think this is it for me. So moderators, you can move, you can drop people, you can drop everyone. Moderators, you can remove everyone, and I want to talk to you guys, my moderators. So I don't know how we're going to have to organize a meeting to talk. Probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But please, we need to talk, my moderators, so that next time we're going live, we're on the same page. Because if you start being chaotic right now, the moment I start posting and start getting more people to come and watch, it will be even more chaotic, and I don't want that. So we have to, you guys, we have to organize a meeting and talk. Yeah. How do we know our totems? You know your totems by being your authentic self. You know your totem by being your authentic self, not pretending to be something you're not pretending to fit into a society. Just allowing all the energy you echo out into the world to come authentically from you. That's how you know your totems. Swiri, please check your Instagram messages. I'm going to. Thank you. I love you, goddess. I love you guys too. Today the live has gone a little bit the way it don't normally go, which is fine, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Even that point that I talked in Lua a lot, I hope you guys still enjoyed. If your mom is toxic, please do the work for her. She just doesn't love herself. Love yourself and then teach her. Love yourself and then teach her. Yeah, my Instagram is always on silent mode, and in fact, right now I've put my Instagram on private. That's me. I'm not on the internet to look for followers. I'm not in the internet to look for viewers. I am on the internet to look for souls. So that is the reason why I'm going private in a lot of places. So just bear with me, and we will move with the people who are ready to move with me. Okay? I'm going private a lot. I've taken 3 years to introduce myself to you guys. It is time for me to go private, and I'm okay going private because I have enough people on the ground to be private with. How do you communicate if you need private lessons? Please, guys, can you show them how to subscribe? Some people don't know how to subscribe. Show my people how to subscribe, guys. Show my people how to subscribe. To become ISIS. How do you know your ancestors if your mother does not know where she's from? Within yourself, when the writings are no longer available physically, read the writings on the walls. When the writings are no longer available physically, read the writings on the walls, guys. Read the writings on the walls. Read the writings on the walls. Ketura, thank you so much for subscribing. Ketura, thank you so much for subscribing. Click on the subscribe button at the left of your screen. Yes, please. Anyway, guys, I think this is the end. My moderators, we need to talk. I don't know how we're going to. Maybe somebody can suggest to me after this live so that we talk. Yeah, the anthem. We need to do the anthem and then leave. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the live today. I hope you enjoyed the live today. Amazing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the live today. And my subscribers, we're going to see you on Sunday. So my subscribers know that every Sundays we meet privately. Know that every Sunday we meet privately, my subscribers. So we will meet there privately and continue. I'll tell you the topic before then. On Fridays, I meet one-to-one clients. On Fridays, I meet one-to-one clients, of which I'm fully booked up to June 28th. So I don't have any space remaining for one-on-one. Anybody who wants one-on-one, you'll have to wait past June. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. Let's do the anthem and go. Twaomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki tuwezeshe. No Fridays, Sundays private class, Wednesday public class. Fridays I meet personal clients on. Yote zote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Uzalendo pia mshikamano viwe msingi wa umoja wetu, na tulinde uhuru na amani, mila zetu na desturi zetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Viwandani na hata mashambani, tufanye kazi sote kwa makini, tujitoe kwa hali na mali, tuije. Same time, same place. Same time, same place. sote Ketura, thank you so much. Tuimarike. Thank you guys. And see you.